Welcome to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Tonight's game will be Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Come for the goofy video game shenanigans. Stay, because we're like a bucket of crabs that will drag you back down to us if you ever try to escape. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see that Nora was first here today. No Extemporaneous. Hope Extemporaneous is doing all right. Saying, hi, Logan. I'm going to be lurking because I'm building a cosplay piece that I need before tomorrow. And I'm stressing, so yeah, I'll be here, though, just not chatting as much. It's all good. I mean, I just appreciate you being here. However involved you are. What's the cosplay? If you don't mind me asking. There's Crystal saying cosplay. Which character? Nora says, Yang from Ruby. I still haven't seen Ruby, but I think all their characters should be spelled as just like uppercase consonants. So it should be YNG instead of Yang. Nora said, I have to get up like 4 a.m. to work on this if I don't finish tonight because Con is on Saturday. I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon/evening. You know, there's a convention going on here in town called FanX. And I didn't think I was gonna go this year, but it turns out I am gonna have to work one of the days again, like I did last year. So I might get a chance to do a loop around of the convention center. We shall see. Crystal says, oh, she looks amazing. Nora said, I have school tomorrow, so I'm limited on time. Crystal says, oof, well, I hope you finish today. Nora said, me too. I need 18 pieces I've made, ... 3. I don't know if you realize that is 1/6 of the way there. Crystal says, oof. Nora said, I haven't even eaten dinner. Crystal says, well, work on it. I'm supporting you from countries away. Gosh dang it, eat. Nora said, perchance. Does anyone know the song that goes like, she was a bird, I was an arrow, both of us sure we were sword and the sparrow. I am not cool enough to know music stuff, but if anybody else here knows it, you can chime in. Oak says, hi, how you doing, Oak? Good to see you. I'm sorry that you haven't been able to come to the past couple Persona streams because we're somehow ahead of you in episode, I guess. Queen Katie says, howdy, how you doing, Queen Katie? Weedle says, puppy kicker. Weedle, are you going to that convention in town, the one that I was mentioning? You gonna be there? But how you doing? Nora says, finally. Magpie says, caw. Magpie is in. What's the word? Burb is the word. Oak says, I was so excited for the stream because I could actually be here. Well, we're excited to have you here. I'm just excited that you want to be here, even though you've mentioned before that you're not like really into Ace Attorney games, so I appreciate it. Quikita said, great progress is being made with the name pun video. I made a very amazing edit for Trust in Me. Oak said, no spoilers for me. I can vouch for Queen Katie. The clips I've seen in spoiler chat are great. Magpie says, I might sit and color that one doodle from Logan's chat for funsies. That's a reminder. For anyone who missed the announcement on Monday, and you can see this in the announcement channel on Discord, I posted the line art for that Akihiko doodle from a couple of Persona 3 streams ago. And this whole week, we're having an art contest. So it just turn yours in via like Discord by Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, or excuse me, by Monday, so that on Tuesday night stream, I can show off the entries and we can pick a winner and figure out some sort of a prize. It won't be anything major. And Magpie says, accurate explanation of chat. That's how I got here. But isn't that right? Like that crabs, that if you have a bucket of crabs, don't they say you don't have to have a lid on it? Because if a crab tries to crawl out, the other crabs will drag it back down. Am I misremembering? Aglen, how you doing? Said, doing homework real quick. My education teacher is starting to limit the attempts on the quizzes. So is your teacher just teaching, like, are you learning about education in the sense like how to teach? Or is it just like, what do you teach? It's education. I just teach whatever. But how are all of you? Let's load up the game. Let's give you guys a recap for where we're at. We're in Turnabout Revolution now. So last time we got what for us was almost an hour and a half into the chapter. Maybe a little bit less than that, actually. But really nothing happened. So Apollo and Trucy were hanging out at the Right Anything Agency, and then Apollo's dad, Dirk, suddenly just showed up because apparently in Japanifornia, they don't put terrorists on no-flight lists. I think we decided that means that in Japanifornia, 9/11 never happened. I would like to think that something similar to 9/11 happened, but that they stopped it, like they thwarted it. So people didn't die, so they didn't need to do terrorist no-fly lists and things like that. But that it was a big, the whole trial was a big thing, and that Maya was initially accused of masterminding the whole thing because she just happened to be at the airport when they caught the terrorist plot or whatever. And yeah, so she might still be on a no-fly list. I don't know. She probably went to Karain by boat. So he's here, and we're going to the Karain village from one of the previous Ace Attorney games to go see, let me see, who is it that we're going to go see? Some doctor guy, this guy, Archie Buff, who's an archaeology buff, to try and get the Founder's Orb, which will somehow help these terrorists overthrow their tyrannical government. But then we ran into Emma Sky, who's like, oh boy, you guys are here. Well, let me take you to the archaeologist. And so obviously he's going to be dead or something. But first, we can examine everything. And I want to examine that we got the Nine Tails Veil. Wait, can we not look at the poster? Oh, we can't look at the poster. Can we look at the bus stop for Karain? A phone booth and a bus stop made of wood. They both look really old. You hardly ever see phone booths in the city anymore. Apollo, what's this glass box for? I guess you hardly see them in Karain, too. Oh, that's it. It was short and sweet and to the point. Big rock. There's a big boulder towering into the sky over there. According to the sign, it's called the Karain Boulder. It also says that a spirit dwells within it. Huh. A rock with a spirit in it? Is it supposed to be a reference to Rockman, Mega Man's name in Japan? Because made by Capcom? It's called animism, the belief that spirits dwell within inanimate objects. They probably enshrined this boulder as a sacred object. Their tradition of worshipping such objects is similar to our tradition in Karain. Interesting. Who knew dark could make sense every once in a while? Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention. First thing that Dirk did off the plane is try and get Apollo to do an incest by marrying Trucy. She's his sister. She is underage. There are multiple layers in which it is wrong, but he's just like, this is a thing. Giant bonsai tree. Is that what we're clicking on? I should also read some more of the chat, though, because I'm already starting to get behind. Oak says, I'm debating on doing a full realism painting version of Logan's. Oh, Ribbit Akihiko line art. I thought you were going to say the one of me with the eyes. I shouldn't do that because somebody else is going to make more screen caps. I would love to see people being as creative as possible because I feel like we need to have different categories like artistic skill, creativity of concept, and overall vibe or something like that. Oak says, I wouldn't be allowed to submit it because I wouldn't include the line art, but it'd be fun to do a fully finished painting based on it. I think that's fine. You basically cover up the line art. Covering up the line art counts. But wait. Except it should at least resemble it. I don't want you guys to just say all right, just paint a different picture and say it's line art's under there. Oak said, right now I'm painting my partner, though. Quickity said, I'm trying to remember if the next name after Turust was either his wife or Dats. But either way, somehow we're at an encounter of 8 already for the lame puns. That chapter had so many awful names. So many, it says lame in quotes and puns in quotes. I think it was Dats a Rebel that we met before. I think? Maybe? I could be wrong. Nora said, I can't not partially hear Dancing Queen in the intro music. I'm gonna have to listen to it next time. You think Dancing Queen is in there? I gotta keep an ear out for that. Oak says, I'm still in awe of the fact that Queen Katie has only been here for a year. I know Queen Katie, like, as far as integrating with the community, I think Queen Katie has done a phenomenal job with that in a relatively short time. Oak says, I found Logan from the P4 TikToks a while ago, and I didn't follow him until like halfway through the P5 TikToks. Oh, that's a long time then, because the Persona 5 TikToks went on for like 10 months or something. Oak says, and I started watching the streams from P3. Nora said, I went to FanX last year. I want to go this year, but too expensive because I'm in Minnesota. Well, I hope whatever con you are going to this weekend, that it will be fun. Oh yeah, I should play. Seeing those monuments really takes me back. I remember when we used to live high in the mountains to escape from the government. So you don't live there anymore? Nope. I needed a more convenient place to lead the revolution from. We got a room in the sewer now. You saw in the, like 2 chapters ago? It's great. So convenient living in the sewer. You can poop wherever you want and it's considered acceptable. But that old mountain hut is still there. Man, I missed that hut. Well, are you getting homesick, Apollo? You can come back to Crane anytime, you know. No, I'm fine. Besides, I got a lot on my plate here. Besides, the next game, I might have yet another completely different contradictory backstory. All right, can we click the mountain? No, okay. Oh, that was the mountain. I thought it was the tree. The birds! A thatched roof! First time I've ever seen one in real life. It looks just like the traditional thatched roofs they use in Japan. All we need now are some samurai with top knots, a few ninjas, and a cuddly mascot. When was the last time you were in Japan? Are those the stereotypes, I guess? Okay, so is that everything? All right, I guess we can do things now. I just wanted to click everything. Oh no, this is what to do. We know what to do. We gotta follow Emma Sky to Dr. Archie Buff's archaeological study place. Hope there's a dead body. Oh, there's an outline of a large splatted bird. So we're investigating the death of a bird. And here's okay, I gotta take my camera down for a second so you guys can see this. I need to know like what. Hang on, where's my camera? I need to know what this actually is. Where is my camera? Where is my camera? Okay, look behind me. There's this big robot thing right there because I've seen it in so many things. In Persona, there was one of the shadows, one of the personas, I guess, looked like that. In the Capcom game Darkstalkers, there's a character, I believe his name is Hutzel, who looks like that. Well, what is that type of thing? That is a thing. That is it. Oh, and I also just noticed, look at this little airplane. It's got a face. It's delightful. What do these books back here say? Is it Korean history? We have world history, and I think it's either Korean or modern history. I think it's Korean history. Oh, and someone has a little rain slick coat thing. Oh, this is so sad. This pyramid right there is nearsighted. It's got to have glasses. May 16th, Korean Village Doctor Study. I don't know why my brain is so flighty all over the place today. I'm easily distracted. Don't distract me. Why are you distracting me? I'm distracted. Back to the game to distract me. So this is Dr. Buff's study. Oh, there is a dead body. Look back there. I didn't even notice underneath the books. Somebody got killed in an avalanche of books. Wow, look at all those books. Yeah, look, see, there's a... Don't look at the books. There's a dead body outline. Oh, the shelves go from the floor to the ceiling. It's like a library in here. See that there? That. There's lots of artifacts, too. A true archaeologist's paradise. Look, son, there's so many relics they're spilling onto the floor. What a delightfully amusing room. Yeah, oh, there's a book is bloody. Someone was killed with a book? Let that be a lesson, chat. Reading may be fundamental, but reading can also be deadly. All I see is a mess. Well, what's with that white outline? The human-shaped outline right next to the book with blood on it. With human blood on it. I don't know. Emma, where's the doctor?
Dead. Well, the thing is, he died last night.
Like I said, he's dead. Let me read some more in the chat, even though we don't have music. I'll just read a couple of comments. Quick Eddie says, yup, time is spooky like Ghost Trick. The best game of the universe, 100 out of 10. Dope game. It was good, but now, okay, I've mentioned before that my favorite game of all time, it's a classic retro game, Final Fantasy VI. I saw somebody posted some fan art yesterday on Twitter that amused me, but it was supposed to be because, like, oh, Autumn was here. And it was a picture, like, 3 of the characters doing the thing that the girl did in Ghost Trick, roasting a sweet potato in, like, a pile of burning leaves. Like, so that's a thing, apparently, that people do. Quick said, also, speaking of spooky, Slay the Prince is hype for October 24th. I know, I was thinking that we might do... What do you guys think about this? In October, Fridays could become Fright Days. And we could do spooky games every Friday this month. And so that means that October the 25th is a Friday. And so that day we could do Slay the Princess. Oak says, I still have barely started episode, I guess. You know, honestly, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of story yet. Crystal says, the bird song, Nora? Is that the name of the song, Crystal? Let's see. Magpie says, the music thing reminds me of Chromagia, that one opera bit in Repo, the genetic opera, but that's like, I don't know, Italian? I have not heard that referenced in ages. I didn't even know that was a thing, except that when I was a kid, the comic book shop, one of the 2 comic book shops I went to, there's one I used to go to that I loved, and then it shut down. I went to a different one after that. They, for some reason, they'd sell comic books, but then at the counter, they had copies of Repo, the genetic opera, just like, they're selling, like, just DVDs of it or whatever. At the counter. I don't get it. Crystal! Oh, sorry, Crystal said the bird song. I just realized, hey, you came in, I didn't say hi. How you doing, Crystal? Said, oh, right, I'm still coloring Akiko. It's an Akihiko Aka coloring contest. And Eglin said, do we send the ribbon Akihiko drawings to DMs? I think that's the best way because I prefer it if I would like it when I show them on stream that it's like the first time you guys see them. So yeah, just DM them to me and I'll like mix them up so I don't remember who's goes to which, and then I'll just like pick a winner that way, and we'll figure out a prize at some point. Okay, let's play a little bit more. Well, the thing is, he died last night. Wait, what? It seems an avalanche of books knocked him off his bookshelf ladder. So not only are books dangerous, actually, ladders are dangerous. I don't know if you guys realize this. A lot of people die every year falling off of ladders. They are legit dangerous. We're labeling it an accidental death. For the first time ever, the police are assuming it's accidental. Why did you not arrest the first person in close proximity? Please tell me you're joking. As if I'd come all the way out here for a few laughs, Apollo. Yeah, I guess not. A scholar killed by his own books? Oh man, what do we do now? I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead? Maybe he left a will or something? Now that we got some music, I can read a couple more comments in the background. Quick said, I'm a little 50-50 on if we're gonna see a certain scene this stream or not. If not this stream, then definitely next stream. Either way, fun times. I think when in doubt, just assume we're not accomplishing anything. But we're just gonna have fun, because that's what matters, yeah. Oak says yes, Nora says yes. Crystal with a dancing emote. Nora said, I went to his concert on Tuesday. Quickity said DMCS. Eglin said yes, how to teach. I'm an elementary education major. So she teaches how to teach. There's gotta be some like snake eating its own tail thing right there. I hope, are you enjoying it? How are you liking it? Nora said, I got a shirt and a poster and a signature and a picture from Noah Flourish. And it was such an amazing concert. I don't know who Noah Flourish is. I'm not cool enough. Oh, that's the one that you said. Oh, you mentioned on Discord that I was supposed to look up a bird song. I didn't get around to doing it. Oh, pinned message. Also, Vero is here. How you doing, Vero? We have a mod. This pinned message was written by Queen Kitty said, in other words, it's death by ladder. You know what it is? We need Maya here to go, that's not a ladder. Don't you mean a death ladder? That's what it is, yes. It's not a step ladder, it's a death ladder. But you know, it's like Jacob's ladder. It's a ladder to heaven. It's like a stairway to heaven if the stairway was entirely vertical. Quickly said, reminder, Logan, adopted dad, who then proceeds to give Apollo a picture of his birth dad and said, that's rough, buddy. I forgot, yeah, so for those who didn't see, he did. He came back and he gave us a photo of our dead dad. He's right here. He's like, I found it. Probably want to see it. That's your dad. Yeah, what a guy. All right. Oh, Vera says Beef Longa is down. Hang on. Let me try something. Let me see if I can do some stuff here. Give me just 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna try something. Whoa, oh, ah!
Don't you mean stepladder?
Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. I just turned it off and back on. Wow, he was saying that really quickly. Don't you mean stepladder? So thank you very much for the beef log and TTS. Whoever did that, sorry. While I'm here, I'm gonna turn some other things off and back on, just in case. Let's do that. And one more off and back on. There we go. Okay, let's play some game now. Oh, I accidentally clicked out of it. I mean, how can he transfer ownership of the orb to you if he's dead? Yes, that is a problem. Emma, could you please tell us exactly what happened? No, I want to examine things first.
What do you think you're doing? You can't just poke around without my permission.
I can look. If I don't touch things, I can remark upon the large snail shell. Ammonite. What are these things? There's a Pokemon that came from that, right? And the Hutzel robot, the rain slick, and the stacks of shoes. I guess I should ask her what's going on first. Okay. Oh, we can present to her, right? Let's show her our badge.
Your attorney's badge, huh?
What? That normally gets a better reaction from you.
I'm tired of collecting your fingerprints. It's kind of lost its luster.
Yeah, but who knows? There could be other people's prints on it. Or maybe one day you'll need my prints. Maybe I'll do a murder. You know, maybe I did this murder.
Oh, that's true. Hand it over, buddy.
Ah! Beep, boop, beep, bop, beep, boop, 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 beep, beep, boop, 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 bop, beep, beep.
The only prints I found were yours.
Ah, it's all dusty now. That was the most elaborate showing our badge thing ever. Hey, want to see a secret founder's orb that this guy's trying to like steal and smuggle or something to take over his country?
Scientifically speaking, ancient relics are highly fascinating.
Why is that?
Because of all the tests I can run. CT scans, electron microscopy, chemical analysis, the list goes on and on. If you ever do find one, you better bring it to me straight away.
Well, can I count on getting it back intact?
We'll see. Scientific advances don't come without sacrifices, you know.
I know someone who won't be seeing the orb anytime soon. Oh yeah, now rule, if we ever get the orb, we have to do our best to show it to Emma. Emma, want to see a picture of my dead dad?
You sure like to shove things in people's faces, don't you?
What about Joe? You're always dusting around for prints.
That's my job.
Well, it's not like I'm presenting evidence for the fun of it either. Actually, I am.
Really? Because it sure seems like you enjoy it, Apollo.
Right back at you, Emma. Okay, so that's all. So I guess now we'll finally talk to Emma about the doctor's death. Also, let me read a couple comments in the chat again, because I'm so far behind. Quickita says, boo, no poster interaction. I want Ninetales. Me too. That was a fun setting. It was a frustrating case, but it was a fun setting. Oak says, I might not be able to chat quite as much because I'm working on a painting right now. I remember you said painting of your partner. How's it coming? Is it going well? You having fun? I know you said you can't, you don't want to post it because, it would be showing your partner's likeness, and that'd be kind of like doxing. But I hope you're having fun. Magpie says, it's not like Dirk knows. How do you know? Maybe that's the big twist at the very end. He'll be, accused of murder. He'll be exonerated. And we'll be like, yeah, he's innocent. And then we find out it's like he knows. And he's specifically trying to get Apollo and Trucy to do gross stuff. Nora says, Lark cosplay piece 1/3 of the way done. Nice. That means you went from 3 out of 18 to 6 out of 18. I know math. Chris said, wait, Katie was only here for a year? Yeah, because it was about this time-ish last year that we began Ghost Trick, right? Some about that? Quickita said, glad to be a cool gal here. Said, yeah, I joined officially during Ghost Trick. Yes, that was when it was official. All the paperwork was processed. All right, let's go. Doctor's death. So the doctor died in an accident?
I received a call this morning saying Dr. Buff had been found dead under a pile of books.
This morning? Oh, talk about bad timing. You mentioned that he had fallen off a ladder.
Right, we believe he fell from the top of that big ladder there.
Scroll back up. And,
apparently he triggered an avalanche of books while fumbling to reach one.
Okay, well, at least they made sure to have the details of showing the books missing from this section.
And that sent him headlong on a fatal fall onto the hard floor.
Well, then how come the blood is only on the book and not the floor? if like the fall onto the floor killed him, shouldn't there be like a splatter of blood on the floor instead of a splatter of blood on the book? Or did I just figure something out?
How sad! Killed by his own books. But at least he was doing something he loved. Falling.
For a scholar, I suppose it's kind of like a soldier being killed in the line of duty. Duty. Do you guys do that in this country? It's a funny word back home. You could say he died an honorable death. Emma, who was the first one to discover the body? Why did you arrest that person?
About that, whoever it was, it seems they wanted to remain anonymous.
That's suspicious! Actually, no, hang on. Because in Japanifornia, if you're the first person to find a body, you get arrested. So, never mind. That's actually probably pretty smart. What?
It happens now and then. Some people would rather not get involved with the police.
I can relate to that. You're a terrorist, bro. Yeah, being a wanted man and all. Oh. What now, Dark? A dead man can't exactly hand over the orb. Well, I'll just have to find it. It must be around here somewhere. What are the police gonna do? Stop us from messing with a crime scene? Just to fill you in, Emma, we're actually here to get something. Hey, now it's cheerful music. Now that we know that we're here on business, it's okay the guy died. Oak says, I'd only seen Logan's P4 and P5 videos in my For You page briefly. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I think I saw on, was it in chat last time or was it on Discord? You were talking about, you weren't sure whether to start watching old P4 or P5 VODs. I do like our P4 VODs, but just keep in mind, the further back you go, the more, I was gonna say the more cringe I could be, but the less I know, the less good at streaming I am, but I'm still not good at streaming. Just keep in mind, those are old VODs, but I still think they're fun. Quickly said, and then I was an angel during Baldur's Gate 3 chat. I remember the one person who tried to spare Timber the Squirrel. Nora said, I mean the voice actor of Edgeworth in the AA anime, which I haven't watched yet. Nice. Wait, so who was he in that? Because in this one, he's Kaito, he's Gohan, I always forget his name. I feel bad. I know you guys have told me who it was in the anime, but I hope you're gonna have fun, Nora. Crystal says, I thought you were here longer, not gonna lie. And then say, lucky to Nora. Magpie says, Nora, that's so cool. Crystal says, kicks the squirrel. And then Queen Katie frowns. Oh, and Vera says, ad quote, so great. Living in the sewers. You can poop wherever you want. It's true. That's what the sewers are for. Poop and raising turtles. Okay, the Founder's Orb. And learning martial arts. Popsy had an agreement with the doctor. The doctor was supposed to hand over a sacred relic known as the Founder's Orb. Pops? Hang on, if I'm like your dad or something, stepdad, whatever, shouldn't I have like a Brooklyn accent? Where'd you get that accent from?
Oh, I see that.
Why? I'm gonna have a sip of water and then read some chat while you guys think about your decisions. Ow, why? Is there no cooldown? I thought there's a cooldown. Why were there two of them? How did you guys do that? Is there no cooldown for the Tomcat? I suddenly feel much less safe.
Hey, what happened?
Okay, there's what happened. Okay, let me read some chat, I guess, apparently. Xavier said, what a quote to join in. Oh, is that when you got here talking about pooping at home in the sewers? Queen Katie said, oh, hey, it's Shakolmon from Digimon. Is that what this guy, like, behind me? Here, can I line myself up so I look like I'm him? My shoulder there. See, I look like I'm him now. Crystal says, looks like an owl. Wait, oh, because the big eyes. Queen Katie says, Shako Kidogu, one of several types of dogu clay figure that originate from the Jomon period of Japanese prehistory, approximately 14,000 BC through 400 BC. Oh, that's a large range. Wow, okay, so it's like a Japanese historical artifact. Interesting. Vera said, is that the guy who repels physical? Maybe? Is Beowulf here to tell us? Beowulf would know. Quiggity said, from the Digimon wiki, lol. Nora said, hey, dead guy, are you okay? That's what we should do whenever we see a dead body. You guys ever stumbled across a dead body in the wild? I told you one time I saw a dead body outside of 7-Eleven in California, in like Los Angeles, on the sidewalk. It was sad. Crystal says it definitely doesn't say Karain history. What does it say then? It looks like it ends in, because one's world history. What does it say then? Vera said, why are we in a random crime scene again? Oh, okay, so Vero. Oh, that's right, because you haven't played this chapter. So Vero, I can't remember if you heard last time, but yeah. So Dirk, our terrorist dad, yeah, that should be like a new sitcom, our terrorist dad. He showed up and he's like, hey, this doctor, this archaeologist guy in Crane Village is gonna give me an orb. He'll somehow help me like take over the country or something. I want to be an accessory to my terrorist crimes. And Paul's like, I guess Trucy's gonna make me. And we get here and Emma's like, oh, you want to go see the archaeologist? I'll take you right to him. Then she takes us here. We're like, where is he? She's like, he's dead. I could have told you that earlier, but I chose to wait until we got here. So does that catch you up? Oh no, a poll just appeared. Chat survey. It's not a sroovy. It's an actual survey, not a sroovy. Should Logan repost some older videos on TikTok? When appropriate, remakes? Or what about ones that get like deleted because TikTok decide? It's like some of them don't make sense. So one of them, I may have mentioned this on Discord. I can't remember if I did. One of them was, do you guys remember the video from Danganronpa V3 when we're inside the video game world and there's a bit where Gonta is standing on a little bridge and as Shuichi was like, can I get around him? Can I get around him? And then I finally squeezed past, like, I did it! I'm heading back to the real world! See ya, suckers! You can't stop me! And I get to the door and Shuichi's like, I should go check out the blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I guess Shuichi can stop Shuichi. And that's all it is. It apparently got deleted because it was flagged as abusive behavior. I don't know if it's because of the phrase, see ya suckers, or what? Oh, because the options are when appropriate for remakes or repost after a year. Said, if you want treasure, ... dig. Make playlists, that's what I need to do. Or no, I finally need to make playlists, but I have a hard time, like, right now, building up any motivation for, like, doing TikTok stuff because it's been over a month and I'm still shadow banned. It used to be, like, within the first hour of posting a video, I'd get, like, 1,000 views. Now, I'll get 6. And it just makes me sad. We get his head up, whoa, tall shelf of books. Whoa, a bunch of books on the floor. Whoa, a corpse. Crystal said, looks like Merkov history? Then I will assume it's modern history. We get his head, we just wanted an orb, but no, somebody killed a man. Oak said, Logan is enforcing my habits of being unable to read due to constant distraction. I can do that a lot. Just hang on. Oh, crap. My keys are on the key rack outside. I can't jingle keys. Okay, let's play some game and let the game distract us.
Oh, I see that could be a problem considering he's dead. Do you have a plan B?
I have an agreement in writing. My compatriot Dats should have it. Wait, is Dats here? Did he fly over here too, or are we gonna have to go to? Oh, maybe that'll be an excuse to get like Apollo and Athena to fly to Karain so they can be involved in the last chapter with Phoenix.
Well, there shouldn't be any problems then. So who is this gentleman you're escorting?
He's Dirk. He's my dad, Emma. He might be single. Emma, you want to be my mom? Want to be my new mom, Emma? Mommy, Emma? Emma, mommy? Can I examine yet? Will you let me examine? No! I thought that would have worked. Okay, because we talked to her a little bit. I thought we buttered her up. All right, I haven't introduced you yet. This is Dirk. He's from the Kingdom of Karain.
All the way from Karain, huh? So what do you do there?
Terrorism. I used to practice law, but I'm taking a break from all that. I'm focused now on making Karain a better place through volunteer work. Yeah.
Volunteer work, huh? How interesting and totally convincing the way you said it.
Well, it's not technically a lie. Does he not pay his terrorists? That's disappointing. I do not endorse terrorism, but I do feel like people deserve a living wage for their time.
So how do you two know each other?
Oh, he's sort of my foster father.
Come again?
He's my foster father!
Yeah, he's Prosecutor Sidebody's real father, too. What? Oh, you mean you? Oh, and Prosecutor Sadmati? Oh, that's why I find you attractive. Well, you're gonna be my father-in-law when I do him.
Well, that means that Emma and Apollo can be brother and sister-in-law.
I'm so sorry, it seems you've had quite a life.
I guess she's put a few things together.
Actually, Dirk, you look kinda familiar. Have we met before?
Not that I recall. Great, she must have seen that news report on TV. It'll really complicate things if she figures out he's a wanted man. On the poll is done, and Make Playlist won with 88% of the vote. Oh, contributing 60 channel points. I need to do that there. I also need to do it. Who was it here? Somebody recommended over on YouTube, in addition to my just like VOD archive playlist as like, you know, however many hundreds of videos, that I should also create additional playlists that are like, here's all the like Ace Attorney stuff. Here's all the Persona stuff. Here's all the this stuff, all the that stuff. Maybe I should, maybe I don't know. Let's see. Vero's laughing. Chris says, yes, please, Logan. Fright Day, yes. Okay, in that case, we gotta find at least 4 spooky games. So here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna do at least Slay the Princess. The Higurashi demo is apparently free, so that's another one. Vero posted a bunch of really cool ones, but I believe they all cost money, sadly. And until I get my next paycheck for that commercial I did last month, I got like no money to spare. That could come at any time. It could come tomorrow. I could have money tomorrow. Or it could come like a month from now. So I don't know. Quick Kid said, also, I need to make a funny lame joke real quick about this guy's death. Okay, said Trucy.
Oh no, the man we need to transfer the orb legally is dead. If only we had a lawyer to deal with this.
Do you think Apollo sometimes forgets he's a lawyer? Nora said, Emma is here. Yeah. And Nora, did you know Trucy is hanging out with us? Quick said, in other words, it's death by ladder. Crystal said, should have been death by stairs instead, /J. Then yeah, it'd be a stairway to heaven. Exactly. I see what you're doing there. All right. There are lots of guys who look like him. Lots of them. I'm sure you're not mistaking him for someone else.
Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch? You don't see that every day. I do! See it all the time. I go to the gym, everybody's got eye patches on over there. We're all middle-aged men in eye patches. I think it's because there was like an outbreak of bacterial conjunctivitis there. You know, I always wipe after you use public restrooms. But, you know, middle-aged men with eye patches, you probably go to the same gym as me. You should get your eyes checked for pink eye. Wow, I'm sure you're just imagining things. You know, the gaslight is totally off already. You just think it's on. Oh, you're crazy. So what does that sacred relic you're searching for look like?
It's an orb. In fact, Emma, directly behind you is an orb. Have we decided to check to see if the orb behind you is the sacred orb? The founder's orb?
I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's old and relic-y. How many spheres are there?
Indeed, unfortunately, I have no idea what it actually looks like. So then, how are we supposed to find it? I mean, I guess we do have like a silhouette of it that looks a bit more involved than just an orb. It's got like, this almost looks like a person. I mean, I assume it's supposed to be an orb and this is just the stand, but like imagine there's a big bulbous bald head and there's like a beard right here. There's a scrawny little neck and this is like a person is wearing a hoodie. And so it's like the fluff of the hoodie kind of behind the neck. So maybe it's not an orb. Maybe it's a bust. That I do not know either. We'll just have to go through each candidate one by one. A great plan of attack there, Dirk. Well, Emma, do you mind if we give this room a once-over?
I guess not. But in exchange, you're gonna help me with my investigation.
Sure, it can't, Heart.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. It'll be like hunting for buried treasure.
It's more like hunting for buried people. A man died here, Trucy. Okay, now can we finally examine this room? Let's also save We're over a half hour into the stream, and I haven't saved yet. Save right here. And I gotta have a sip of water, too. First thing I want to click on, though, is that this airplane dude here. Is this a bird?
It looks like an airplane to me.
Is this a Superman joke? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman? No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made.
Yeah, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. It makes it an airplane. That is an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird. Birds have vertical and horizontal stabilizers.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird. Can we look at the snail shell? How high can we go? Can we point all the way up? Oh, darn. Oh, wait, we can go to the... Can we click this arrow? Oh, because we can... Oh, look at that! Oh, what is this? What is this? Can he be my friend? A coffee maker with a bunch of coffee. What are you talking? I clicked the purple dinosaur with orange stegosaurus spikes. He must have taken his coffee breaks. Look at the mini kaiju. Ah, there's a filter with old coffee grounds. Why is this the most interesting thing to you, Apollo? Sigh. Guess I better clean this up.
What are you doing there, son?
Ah! What am I doing cleaning this office?
Don't tell me they have you on coffee duty back at your office. Duty.
No, they have me on toilet duty. But you know, sometimes depending on what people have eaten, it looks like coffee grounds. It's just if I don't keep the place clean, no one will. Oh, look at this, guys, look at this. It's the jar. It's the jar that Pearl broke from when we first met her. Look at that. Did you guys see this? It's the jar that Pearl broke that had like the spirit of whoever the heck it was. Like her was it Maya's dead mom? Whoever someone's soul was in here. Me. Why is someone's name written on here?
Maybe it's so if it ever got lost, someone could return it to its owner. You know, like how school kids put their names on things?
Yeah, but this is just an urn. And the name is written so big.
Well, I wrote my name on my magic panties. It says WRIGHT in super big letters.
She should just, other than the W, she should have the W on one butt cheek and then on the left butt cheek and then the RIGHT on the right butt cheek. The less said about this, the better. Also, apparently we got the 10 Commandments over here. There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure. I'm not clicking the clay figure, Apollo. Do you have like lazy eye? I'm clicking at things next to things. You're talking about other stuff. Oh, look at this. And this is the scroll. Was this the picture of Maya's mom? That had the big, it was some big stain was on it, right? Oh, this is like a trip down memory lane. This is so neat.
There's some sort of machinery inside this clay figure.
Oh, look, it's on. Oh crap, we gotta go to the other screen to see how his little arms are moving. Whoa, it's moving!
Exterminate, destroy all targets.
It's a Dalek. Do I even want to know what this thing is for?
That was neat.
Can we click the drawings on the ground? They were animal drawings on the floor. They look like those famous geoglyph things. Also, I should read some more in the chat. I'm getting behind again, I'm sure. Let's see, Vera said, don't you mean stepladder? Crystal says, laughing. Beef longer. Vera says, he's dead. Crystal says, rip. Quickity said, Vero, I beg of you to pin my lawyer joke. Please, wheeze. Vera said, and I timed it perfectly. Queen Katie said, thank you with cupcakes. Vera says, salute, Queen Katie. Wait, hang on. Queen Katie rewards people for doing nice things with cupcakes? I want some cupcakes. Queen Kitty said, wrong joke, but I'm fine with that. I'll take it. Vera said, he stole my joke, guys. Queen Kitty said, death ladder, for real. Vera said, beef longer is down. Evie, how you Glenn says, hi, Logan. Ugh, I'm an idiot. I got in trouble at work for taking too long of a break. I'm scared. I hope nothing bad happens. Well, Evie, how long of a break was too long of a break? Because if it's like, oh, it was a 15-minute break and I actually went 20 minutes. That's like one thing. Or if it's like, oh, it's a 15-minute break and I was on break for 3 hours. That's different. Or is it just like you forgot to clock back in after the break or something? But I hope everything's okay. Eglin says, it's a really fun class. The teacher has gotten the single British student to say Harry Potter twice. Is that how the person sounds? Or it's like Harry Potter. I hope it's Harry Potter. Twice now. Every time there's anything ever remotely related, she glances over to him and he gets this look on his face. Crystal says, wrong. It's a step-death ladder. Please pin laughing. Okay, we'll pin that for you. Crystal says, not the joke being stolen. Quickita said, Twitch, why are you acting as if it's the first time I've ever seen bit power-ups? I've known this for months. Oh, by the way, I feel bad. I don't know if you saw Queen Katie mention on Discord that apparently this is like September. And so if you subscription bomb, which I think is where you give like 5 or more subscriptions, it gives just an extra one randomly. I wish I'd known this. We could have like finally tried to do a subathon earlier this month, but instead like the month ends in 4 days. It's probably too late to do a subathon. What day is Sunday? We could maybe try one of Sunday. I don't know. Vera said, why did he speak quickly? Because Bivalonga is unpredictable. Crystal says he was zooming. Quick said man was rushed. Vera said laughing. Vera said, don't turn me off and I'll talk. Crystal says man was pressured after being stopped. Gallup says, I love Emma. You know what? I liked Emma a lot. I thought she was delightful in Rise from the Ashes. In Apollo Justice, she was unpleasant. She's a little bit better in this one, but I still miss Bobby Fulbright. They remind me of the chalk outlines detectives draw around bodies. And the doctors just joined them. That's what I call dedication to one's field. Were you not his friend? Had you never met him? You don't care that he's dead? I don't think it was on purpose. Oh, wait, hang on. Wasn't this statue was, that was also used, right? Wasn't this, it was like the big fancy sword. I remember. Is everything in these rooms, what was the suitcase? Is that a thing? Is everything in these rooms related to, let's see if we can go back the other way. Everything's got to be related to when we visited the Kingdom of Crane before. Oh, I just realized that the bird on the ground has a fish in its mouth. Okay, I want to click this thing again because I want to see it see its arms move properly from this angle. There's some sort of machinery. There we go. Turn on. Oh, you could totally kill somebody with that if you. Oh, they're two-dimensional. They're very flat. Yeah, exterminate. I get it. You want to murder all humans. Yeah, so creative. Okay, let's keep looking around here. Can we look at the picture on the wall? It was like Maya's mom, right? Wasn't that who it was? Oh, hang on. Pin message said, Mod is a way to get food. This time, I will tell Logan. Well, you better tell him. When are you going to tell him, though? I need a sip of water, though. Hang on. There's a brown stain on this scroll. Why does it smell like gravy? Oh, that's right. Wait, hang on. Nobody has cleaned off the gravy. And how many years has it been? Because it's been, what, like 8 years since Apollo Justice? Well, I mean, since like the beginning, the flashback thing in Apollo Justice when Phoenix lost his badge. So then it was probably at least a good like 2 or 3 years before that. It's probably been a decade. That is decade-old gravy. How is it not moldy? Maybe it is. Maybe we're all like inhaling mold right now. Oh. Why would there be a gravy stain on it? Who knows? But it looks like it's meant to be there. Maybe they cleaned it and just every now and then people keep accidentally spilling gravy onto it. Maybe the artist was trying to inspire a gravy new trend. Food splatter art. That pun wounded me. Gravy. Lee. Dark. Ahem. Chairman! Was this stone tablet in something too? I feel like I should recognize things, but I only recognize like half the stuff. Let's look at the stone tablet. What a huge wall relief. Seems to depict the spirit channeling. Hey, this spirit medium looks like the Holy Mother of Karain. Wait, does she not have a face? Yeah, her face was left blank, but the rest is clearly detailed and well crafted. You know, some researchers claim that the Holy Mother had 3 eyes. She should give me one. I'm missing one in case you didn't notice. Actually, no. I'm just Chunibyo like you, or I just tell people I got a pustule, but really it's because I don't want to use my eyesight superpower. What do you want to... Oh, maybe he... Oh, do you think he does have the eye? He's got a scar to make it imply that the eye is gone, but maybe he's going to lift it up. It's going to be, like, red and super powerful. And that her third eye was able to divine the truth, just like the gods above. It's said to be on her forehead. Like you said, shouldn't believe everything you hear. All right, let's look at this thing. It's a golden statue. Looks pretty old, too. So I'm guessing the reason why we're doing all this without Phoenix is that Phoenix would remember all these things. I imagine it has great archaeological value. Maybe too great for a private researcher of Dr. Buff's caliber. I'm just gonna take it with me. Just put this in my pocket. I wonder how he got his hands on something like this. Can we look at the suitcase as well? That's one big suitcase! It's locked. Is it the doctor's?
No, someone left it here last night.
So the doctor might have had a visitor, but how can you tell? Boop, boop.
That sticker there, you only see those on airport luggage.
Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Which means its owner is likely from overseas or from here and has traveled overseas.
Emma. Gosh. Quick said, random fact I learned just now about P5X. Oh, that's the Persona 5 game. Yeah, because it's going to be coming to, like, Steam and consoles or something like that. Is it just a gacha game? I don't want to support a gacha game. It says, Japan actually uncensored something from it. Holy heck, blood. All hail the blood. Wait, hang on. Did Persona 5 not have blood? Because they were like ripping off their masks. I could have sworn there was like blood dripping down. Or did they censor it as black instead of red? I can't remember. Crystal says, I remember the time when Logan didn't like Emma when she was first introduced. Really? When she was very first introduced in Rise from the Ashes, I thought she was fine. She seemed like a spunky character, and Maya was gone, so we missed Maya. Crystal says, blood, red, crimson red. Cricket said, yeah, it's from the main character, Awakening, so red. Crystal says... oh my gosh. Oak says, yeah, I'm really happy with how it's coming along. Chris said, laughing at double sand. Magpie says, quote, how do you know? Logan, I played the game. Yeah, maybe. Oak says, I just have to make the eyes not look weird and render the hair. Make the eyes look weird. You got a problem with weird eyes? Something wrong with weird eyes? Crystal says, laughing. Oak says, I'm really happy with the lighting. I'm trying to do a cool/warm contrast. Vera with a pin message saying, P5X is made by a Chinese company, hence the censoring in the Japanese version. Okay, well, that makes much more sense. I have heard that, like, some countries are, like, crazy strict with censorship of games. Like, I heard that, like, Germany is really super strict with it, because, like, there's some weird thing that, like, you can't that kill humans in video games, or maybe it's changed since then, but I just remember seeing something that, like, in Team Fortress 2, they had to do some weird thing where they just say, like, no, the characters they're just robots. They're just robots. And so when they, like, explode or something like that, instead of seeing, like, cartoonish blood or whatever, they have to show, like, gears and springs and oil to suggest that they're robots, even though that they just look like regular. My camera died! Again. But the one, like, Chinese censorship story that I find, like, kind of heartwarming is I remember hearing that when Disney's movie Coco, they were really worried they wouldn't be able to show it in China, which is, like, a big market because one of their rules is you're not allowed to portray, like, the undead. So, like, skeletons and things like that, you shouldn't be allowed to show it because that implies the existence of an afterlife, and they're, like, totally anti-religion there. And so it was going to get totally, like, rejected. But they sent it anyway. And the thing is that the Chinese censorship board or whatever it's called, I guess just found the movie so touching, they're like, we'll make an exception for this one. It's like, Coco's so good. Quicken said, yup, I came to see Missile. Got paperwork done, and now I'm just sitting here forever. Missile, best dog, 100 out of 10. Saying, anonymous? Wait, Quicken, hang on. Going, are you implying that the person who found Archie Buff's body may have been That's a Rebel? And when asked his name, he just gave that name anonymous, not realizing still that that actually means something. Magpie says, are you sure they didn't want to remain anonymous, TBD/JC? Chris is saying anonymous. Vera said, Logan legit infected me with the haha, duty to seize, because now I say it too whenever I see the word duty. And Crystal says it's a fun running gag for Spirit of Justice. Should I stop? Do you want me to stop? Should I stop with that? Let me have a sip of water, get back in the game.
Which means its owner is likely from overseas.
Is there any way to figure out who it belongs to? Well, if it is from the airport, there should be like a tag on it saying who the owner is, right? Not unless we can open it to see what's inside. I think another body, just a small one, folded up. Guess not. Wait, who's laughing? Dude, wait, is that the end of the investigation? Should we have clicked everything else first? Do I need to go back and reload so that we can click other things? I wanted to click that orb in the other room.
That's because you're not me. I'm a Sky forensic expert extraordinary.
Oh, was she the one laughing?
Try as you might, you won't find the word impossible in my forensics handbook.
Is she okay, son? It's like she became an entirely different person. Wow, one time she did morph into Christoph Gavin. It was kind of weird. Oh, that's just what happens when her forensic switch gets flipped.
With this, identifying the suitcase's owner will be easy as pie.
Is that fingerprint powder?
That's right, and there's no better time than the present to use it. Here we go. Wait. You remember how to do this, right?
I apply the powder to where I think some prints might be and blow any excess off.
Exactly, we'll have at it.
Now where would I expect to find prints on a suitcase? The handle? Nah, I want to look at other things. Can we zoom out? How do we zoom out? Wanna zoom out. Wanna dust everywhere else. Everywhere else except the handle. Just dusting. This is what we're gonna do for a while I catch up in the chat. Vera said, laughing, not gonna let you go now, because I'll say, hee, duty. Vera said, you're stuck with us. Vera says, duty. Weedle says, stinky puppy kicker, not eating enough Fun Dip Man. Stinky puppy kicker. Weedle, I should mention to you specifically, Weedle, I am planning to do some stuff for an upcoming Just Chatting stream. And one of the things I've been talking about before that I really want to do is a wheel of punishments and or prizes of things that people, if you like do a bits donation or something like that, then you get a spin on the wheel. And I do have to say, Weedle, I think some of the little prizes, the punishments and things are stuff that you especially might enjoy. Just tossing that out there, just giving a little tease of that. Let's see, Oak says, from the clips I've seen the P4 playthrough, seems like a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I miss those characters. Chie. Oh, I'm out of powder. Okay. Maybe I should actually, do my job properly. Can I mess up the stickers by getting powder on the stickers? Well, that's a handprint! Why is there a handprint there? I thought there was gonna be a handprint on the handle. There is a handprint on the stickers? I'm just joking around. That's totally a hand. See, look at that! That is a hand. Oh, no, wrong way. There we go. We just gotta get all the fingers up here. Can you guys, how does it sound if I blow into the microphone for this? Okay, is that enough? Can I oh, did I miss the thumb maybe? I wanna make sure I'm getting all the fingers, and then we should be able to, oh, Q is switch to analyze, so let's do this one more and then, okay, let's analyze. And can we get, is that a strong enough fingerprint right there? Doesn't look like there are any prints. Oh, crap, there are prints. There are prints. This is an entire handprint. Doesn't look like, okay, is it because there's no thumb?
You'll need to use more powder than that to get a clean print.
Okay, so there is a print there, so we gotta switch back to dusting. We're just gonna dust the crap out of this thumb. Okay, I should read some more while we're doing this though. Let's see. Oak says, the Dojima peeing clip is so funny laughing. I'm glad you like that. I think that was like the very, I think it was the first P4 clip that we had, was that one. And I was happy that got well received. All right. What the, there's no thumb. Okay, maybe we gotta try it. Maybe we do have to try on the handle. Nope. Maybe on the other side. Maybe over on these stickers, because you like slam it down with both hands. Let's try that. Let's see. And I should read some more in the chat though. Quick said, Apollo called Dirk Pops? What would you have preferred for him to call him? I think Daddy-O would have fit really well. Like, hey, Daddy-O, what we doing here? We got a skedaddle. We gotta get going here. We got a big party going on. You know, cops are gonna be here. We gotta cheese it. They're gonna throw us in the hoos cow. Quick says, what? Quick said, why did that trigger twice? Oh, is it the Tomcat? Was it only done once? Why did it happen twice? Sound alerts be weird tonight. Okay, there is another hand. But where's the... I've dusted everything. Why won't it give me good, strong fingerprints? I might end up needing to call a potato for some help on this to find out which finger, apparently, I'm supposed to do. Can we analyze this thumbprint now? Oh, finally! Finally! Now I can read some more in the chat. Nora says, lol. Buddha says, I don't know, it's funny. Queequeg said, Logan, that Tomcat trigger twice. Please pin, lols. Okay, I'll pin that. There we go. Oh, hang on. Also, I gotta check this. My little kind of delayed stream here it went down. Oak says, weedless sheer malice caused this. And Aglan with a Hydra. Aglan, when you do it's a sippy and a stretch, right? So hang on. Thank you very much to the Hydrate Aglan. I'll stretch now, too. There we go. And side to side. There we go. Y'all in the chat should make sure that you're hydrating and stretching as well. Widow says to Oak, it's so true. Chris said the Tomcat wanted to scare Logan 2 times laughing. Oak says the raw intent of ruining Logan's ears double the effect. Eglin said, sippy and stretch, by the way. Also breathe. I always forget to breathe. Okay, here. Everybody in the chat, we gotta breathe for a second, okay? There we go. Hey, Emma, I've got a pretty clear print here. Okay, now let me know who you think it could belong to. Who could it be? Would have to be someone who would have paid Dr. Buff a visit. Wait, who would have paid him a visit? That's a rebel? I did That's a rebel. I want to see what everybody else's fingerprints look like, though. Is Trucy? Is Athena? Is Emma? Is Phoenix? Okay, so it's That's a Rebel suitcase. So That's a Rebel is going to be accused of murder, probably. Wait, crap. So he was here. So it is him calling and saying he's anonymous. Crap. Beep, boop, beep, bop, beep, bop, boop, 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 beep, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, boop, bing. Match found. Thank you, Blue Badger on a green screen. We have a match. That's! I come to think of it, he did stop by to see the doctor, didn't he? To conclude the orb transfer agreement. So he's the one who forgot his suitcase here. What do you suppose he is now? Haven't heard from him in a while, and he's not answering his phone.
Wait, you don't think he left his phone inside the suitcase, do you?
Oh, I guess we'll try calling it, maybe? I wouldn't put it past that knucklehead.
Actually, I think we may have run into him earlier.
Really?
A suspicious man had been reported in the area.
Well, he is a suspicious man.
But when one of my officers approached to question him, he took off like a shot.
What? Sorry about that. Craney's people aren't all like him. And he's a terrorist. You know, I probably should have mentioned that. Should have led with that.
Well, he's probably still in the village somewhere. Maybe he knows
something about the orb. Okay, so we can still examine stuff. I want to examine everything else. I hadn't finished yet. So we looked at that, looked at the suitcase, looked at that. Do we get the chair? Well, there's a book on the ground. That seems important, right? Look! It's one of the doctor's notebooks. Research notes 21.
Maybe there's something about the orb in there.
When the dragon and tiger battle. It's always riddles, huh? When the dragon and tiger battle, the founder offers divine protection. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return, descending upon us in all her glory. The founder bestows the greatest power known. Mitama motif from Kurain founding period. Okay, well, wait, hang on. No, this is the same thing. The thing that in the first chapter, that, what was the kid was being accused of stealing? And it had like the butterfly thing on it, and we had to open up. And what was on the inside? What was that? What was that? It was that's the box. That's the same thing, right? And it even had a thing about the butterfly embraces the Mitama. The favor of the orb is bestowed. So that's the founder's orb. I forgot that we had an orb. We already had an orb. What are we doing here? We were orbed out.
It's a photo of the treasure box. The treasure box, the one from Temple's treasure room. These must be his research notes on the founder's orb.
Hey, what's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something. Wait, is it a poem? Does it rhyme? Battle, protection, Mitama, bestowed, fire, return, glory, power known. It's like they ran out. Oh, and something at the bottom says the founder. Oh, Queegaty with a pin message, pinned by Vera. Queegaty said, note Logan. The first half was from case 1. Second half is new. Okay, yeah, so that's like... Yeah, because I remember all this stuff. Like I said, the butterfly, embracing the Mitama, blah, blah, blah. So the new stuff is offer thy prayers as fervent as fire. Only then shall the Holy Mother return. What?
I don't want to spend 10k OVs right now, so every day.
Wait. Every day. Thank you so much for the 10 bits. What's quote every day? Is 10k Obies, is that for the beef longa? TTS?
Every day. Just every day. Every day.
Thank you very much, Oak, for the 10 bits. Huh?
Twitch sent it before I finished my message. Every day's great at your Juness.
Oh, every day's great at your Juness. Oh, darn it! I was gonna click something. My thing is saying that great at your Juness. I was just about to like redeem that myself. I'm not sure if I can or not. But when I tried clicking up, it was doing the same thing. It's like, what do you know about powered up redeems? And I was having to click out of that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nanako. So offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. So there's going to be something obviously involving fire later. Descending upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power known. And that power is friendship. What's that on the right page? It looks like a poem or something.
Let's see. Oh, is the song that's performed during the Dance of Devotion. It's been sung during Karini's rites of offering since ancient times.
Oh, I think I heard of that.
There's also a legend associated with the song. Some say the solution to the orb's riddle is contained therein.
So I'm trying to remember, what was in the treasure box at the beginning of the game? Was it the Founder's Orb? It was something. I don't even remember. It's been so long since we started this game. It's in a song everyone in Kurain knows. Not much of a way to keep it secret.
It's called hiding secrets in plain sight, Polly. Us magicians know all about that.
Yeah, us magicians know that. Wait, that's strange.
What is?
Dr. Buff's notes contain the second half of the song. Only the first half is sung during the Dance of Devotion. Most people haven't even heard the second half.
It's like famous songs that people only really know the one verse. It's like I'm pretty sure like the Star Spangled Banner, for example, has multiple verses, but people only, even though it's the national anthem here in the U.S., people only really know the first verse because that's the one they sing at sports. The second half, as in the part that begins, offer thy prayers.
I'm impressed. That's some thorough research he was conducting.
Yeah. So thorough, he checks the second verse of a song.
Research notes added to the court record.
Research notes on the Song of Ceremony and the box containing the Founder's. Okay, so the treasure box does contain the Founder's Orb. Oh, and then we actually, it disappeared. We did indeed pick it up. Okay, anything else here on this side that we need to click? Oh, this is the big head. Big head. It's a spiral stick. I'm clicking the head. What? And it's connected to a hallway up there. Why'd they have to place the second floor so high up? Because then it wouldn't be above you.
Wait, you're not afraid of heights, are you?
Oh, that's right. We established that in Turnabout Magician, that he has a thing with heights, which I feel like that would have come up a lot sooner in like earlier games with him. But apparently we're at least consistent in this game.
You're not afraid of heights, are you?
Oh, well, hey.
Oh, Polly's hilarious around high places. He gets all wobbly like a baby deer taking its first steps. And his face turns as green as a watermelon.
It's not nice to make fun of people's phobias, you know. Are you phobia-phobic?
Come to think of it, the visitor's entrance is on the second floor. What an odd layout for a house.
Well, at least we hung a lampshade on it. And there's maps and stuff like that. Okay, so now we can go back to the other side and click all the stuff here. Can we click the big shell? That's part of the robot. Let's click the raincoat over here. It's a two-tone raincoat. Oh, pin message by Vero said they brought up an Apologistus 2 in Turnabout Serenade when we had to climb up to the Risen stage. He was gonna die on his. Oh, I forgot about that. That's when we found the passed out body. I thought it was a dead body. The little kid, the small child that was pretending to be blind. I can't remember anyone's name. And yes. Okay, thank you. I had forgotten about that. So they are being consistent. That is nice. I gotta read some more in the chat though. Oak says, it's like how in Hunter x Hunter, your abilities grow stronger with emotions. I also really like when they do stuff in, I believe, if I remember correctly, both Hunter x Hunter and Jujutsu Kaisen do stuff in their kind of power system where that there has to be a drawback to the power. You know, like Kurapika can get this great power, but there's a whole thing that he can only use it on the spider assassin guys. Otherwise, you know, I won't say. Or like in Jujutsu Kaisen, that if you explain how your power works to the other person, that puts you at a handicap and a disadvantage, and so your power is then more powerful as a result. It's like a trade-off of that type of stuff. Oak says, Weedle was so evil it doubled their power. Magpie says, hey Logan, WTF is the dead body story? I've told that on stream before, right? I've told you guys about the dead body I saw in Los Angeles. In fact, I believe one of the quotes in our quotes list is probably mentioning that I saw a dead body. Okay, Magpie, super quick. So this is a number of years ago. Friends of mine and I, we did a road trip out to California. Like some of us were out here, one of us was out there. We drove out to California, met up with the other friend out there, and one night we were going back to like two of my friends it was a girl and her husband. So they were staying at a hotel and I was staying at my buddy's place. So we dropped the two of them off at the hotel and then we were driving over back to his place. And on the way over there, we passed by a 7-Eleven and there were all these like police cars out there. And there was this guy just like sprawled out like in a pool of blood on the sidewalk. And it was like, holy crap, that guy like looks like he got shot or stabbed or something like that. I hope he's okay. And then we realized, oh, nobody is administering any medical attention to him. Oh, it's because he's already dead. And so then we kept going and we got to the next intersection and around the corner, the street was entirely blocked off. And there was literally, I kid you not, one of those police helicopters with like the spotlight that was like searching around. So we're like, oh, great. Whoever shot that guy is also still out there on the run. And so then we drove back to my buddy's place, crashed there for the night, got up the next day. And he was like, dude, I want to find out what happened there. And he always liked going to 7-Eleven anyway. So we went over to that 7-Eleven. And he decided he was going to ask the guy that worked behind the counter. And he's like, because like when we got there too at the 7-Eleven, there's literally a guy out front with a hose who is spraying down the blood stain on the sidewalk in front of the 7-Eleven. So we get inside there and my buddy goes up to the guy behind the counter and is like, so yeah, what happened last night out there with the guy? And the guy behind the counter was like, no, it's okay. It happened outside the store. It's fine. As if that like justifies it. Because I don't know if you realize that, but after we're done in the store, we go outside the store. But like in his mind, it's fine, it's totally safe here. That happened outside the store. So that's the story. Sorry if that was such a long story, but yeah. It's still a bit damp. I think someone might have worn it recently. Oh, that's it about the raincoat. Can we click on the shoes? So many shoes. Some of them look like little kid shoes at the bottom. Did Archie Buff have a little kid? There are a few pairs of shoes here. I guess there must be an entrance on this floor too.
Yeah, there's a back door over that way, but it's usually locked from what I can tell. The visitor's entrance is up that spiral staircase.
Well, that's the way we came in. Can we click the pyramid with glasses? There's a pair of glasses on this little pyramid here. Finally, he actually gets the specific thing I click on.
They belong to the doctor.
The glasses or the pyramid?
Scientifically speaking, they appear to be your ordinary run-of-the-mill glasses.
I guess they don't pique her interest, scientifically speaking.
Okay, well, I guess we'll obviously want to look at the body last. Let's look at the shelf. Actually, no, let's do it. Let's click the orb. Let's click the orb. The doctor fell from the top of that ladder. I'm clicking the orb, not the ladder. From that height, a fall onto a hard surface would probably kill anyone. I don't know why anyone would want to climb that high in the first place.
Guess you could say he climbed it all the way to heaven. Quack, 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 quack.
Trucy, that was highly inappropriate. A man is dead. Okay, computer. Oh, BSIOS. What does that mean? Oh, the PC is password protected. Trucy, you think your magic could do something about this?
I don't think it can override a password. Now a locked desk, that I could get into, like yours back at the office, Polly.
First she reads our diary, now she's getting in our drawers. Oh, yikes, I better watch what I put in there.
What? You put weird stuff in your desk? Weird stuff in your desk? Stuff you don't want anyone to see? Stuff that's private? Stuff that shows pictures of privates in your desk?
Oh, you mind reader too.
No, but unlocking your thoughts is a cinch.
We look at this giant window here. What a huge window! I bet you could see the entire study from outside. Is that gonna be important later that anyone outside would have been able to see the murder committed?
How could he concentrate in here? I'd feel so exposed.
Wow! He does have a bookshelf position for some privacy around his desk. Okay, so now we're working out where lines of sight are and things like that. See, Nora said, can you tell that story? Was that story everything you wanted to know, Nora, about the dead body? Quickity said, Apollo, oh, you rascal of a dad. Crowd laughter. Vera said, I forgot to take away the extra votes, right? Vera says, whoops. Oh, and a pin message. This is pinned by Vera, written by Queen Katie, said, when examining the computer in Archie Buff's home, the letters BSI appear. This may be a reference to the company Blue Screens Inc. from Recipe for Turnabout, which itself is, of course, a reference to Blue Screen of Death. There we go. I forgot about that. There's so many things in these games I've forgotten about. We've been playing these games for about 3 years now. It's a long time. You can't expect me to remember things from 3 years ago, can you? Quick said, it's fine, only did one. I'm good. Said I still need to make TikTok for my stuff. I got lazy. I have so much funny content this year and I gotta use them. Magpie says, what's the story of Ribbon Akihiko anyway? I don't know anything about Persona. Okay, so Akihiko. So Magpie, Akihiko is just a character. And I believe all it is that Vero here uses a picture of Akihiko with a nice, beautiful pink ribbon in his hair as a profile picture on Discord. And so when Vero provided us with the money for the DLC, it was, the whole thing was see, this stream was sponsored by Ribbon Akihiko. And so we're like, all right, Ribbon Akihiko. There we go. All right, hang on, we gotta look at the dead body. Does that answer your question? Magpie says, quote, he might be single stressed laughter. Is he not? Quick said, Apollo. Emma, did you miss the Pops comment I called him by? He's my Pops! Vera says, laughing, said, wasn't Mr. Right your dad? Crystal says, volunteering terrorism. Quick said, hey, there's a difference. Dad is better than Pops. How about Papa? Would that be better? He's like, hey, come here, Papa. Come here, old father of mine. Come here, patriarch of my home. Oak says, quote, I do not endorse terrorism, but you're right. I shouldn't have that but there. Kukita says, captions, oh, he's sort of my brother. Whittle says, okay, one thing, why do advertisers control what we can say online, but if the advertisers don't like what we say, they pull money out and the website doesn't like that. So we get punishment for just spending our mind, not talking about a racist, though. I'm talking about important things like laws, money, gender equality, TBH. Well, I'm obviously not going to get any into the politics or even like cultural politics of that. I do, however, feel like that I don't get why advertisers feel that way. Like if an advertiser is advertising on YouTube, for example, and somebody posts a video that has some controversial topic, you know, on one side or the other of the argument, whatever the thing is controversial, nobody's gonna like watch and see there's an M&M's commercial and going like, oh, M&M's endorses this. It's like, no. They're clearly advertising on YouTube. They don't know. They don't give a crap what video you the viewer have chosen the video. You chose the video. They didn't. They're just advertising the platform. Like, can we just like stop pretending that if they put a video before, like an advertisement before a video, that means that they endorse the content of that video? So I agree with you, Weedle. So this is where Dr. Buff died. Oh, we get a photo of his death. See, look at that. Okay, look. There is a head wound, no blood splatter on the floor, and a big thing on the book. Are we just going to say, oh, he fell down and landed on a book that was already on the ground? He was clearly El Caponged by this volume. Also, chat, I feel the need to point out, he's not wearing pants. He is not he's not wearing shorts. He is not wearing pants. He's just got socks, naked leg, and those books are the only thing that's preventing Dr. Buff from being in the buff.
Poor man, he fell right on his head and probably died almost instantly.
Well, I see blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain?
That's his poo. We found out later he liked to shove books up his butt. You can see he's not wearing pants. Most of the books in that pile have poo stains. It appears to be, oh, it's coffee.
It's coffee. It's coffee. Side note, there's like gross slang, doctor slang. Blood that has gone into your stomach and been partially digested tends to turn black and really foul smelling. And I believe it's nicknamed coffee ground, so that could still be blood.
It's still damp, so it must have gotten on there recently. Perhaps even last night.
What if it got on there after he died? Then that meant someone was in here drinking coffee and didn't mind that he was there.
That's a mighty big window he's next to. Big enough for someone to see inside. Exactly. That's how the local resident who reported his death found him to begin with.
Okay, diagram. I love how it even has the little Dalek robot dude.
The doctor's body was visible from outside the window, and a passerby called in earlier this morning to report what they found.
So, you mean this case is still only a few hours old?
That explains why your investigation is just getting underway.
Study photo added to the court record. Study diagram added to the court record.
Can we present these new things to Emma, or is she about to run away now? See, Oak says, I can excuse terrorism, but I draw the line at poor working conditions. Vera said, Emma/Nayuta is growing on me. Oak said, I already made my own playlist for Logan's P4 and P5 odds. Let me guess. Oh, of the videos. I thought you meant like music to listen to while watching. I was going to guess that you played Persona 5 music during the Persona 4 VODs and Persona 4 music during the Persona 5 VODs. Crystal says, please create a playlist. I should. Oak says, I want to get them in order for myself once I watch them. Quickita said, I'm going to go nuts on Slay the Princess as soon as it comes out. I'm both streaming it and 100%ing it at the same time. But if you've already 100%ed the game so far, isn't that going to feel sad when the new expansion comes out and you're suddenly no longer 100%ed? Quickita said, the pristine cut is going to be so pristine. Crystal says, I suggest Mad Father and The Witch's House. I know that you guys have mentioned Mad Father before. Let me write these down. Are these more free games? Because that is the kind of a big deciding vote until I get that paycheck. Just saying. Wheaton says, Costume Quest is spooky, but it's Halloween thing. I assume you meant to say it's not spooky. And that is a good point. Weedle did gift Costume Quest 1 and 2. Magpie says, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch. You don't see that every day. You do if you take the bus. We'd said, it's not spooky. I mean, there you go. Quickita said, it's an orb. Orbness. Weeda with an emote. Vera said, I see it. Is it the Founder's Orb? Actually, Humpty Dumpty. Here's the thing about Humpty Dumpty. So the poem, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. You've probably heard this before, but people have noticed, nowhere in the poem does it mention that he's an egg. I think that probably comes from like artwork that probably accompanied it or something like that, or I don't know what, but it doesn't refer to him as an egg. That is a man who fell off of a wall, and they're like, what do we do? Should we call a doctor? Nah, get the horses. See if the horses can heal this man who cracked open his head after falling off a wall. Crystal said, Logan, it can't be a bust. It has no nipple. Well, I have an argument for that. Here, hang on just 1 second. I gotta click off my camera again for a quick second. Our little dude here, he has one nipple. He can be a bust. He can be a bust. So even if the other thing can't be a bust, he can be one. And where's my camera? There's my camera. All right. Oh, also there's a quote, or a clip. Let's load up this clip into our clip viewer and watch it before we get back in the game. I do feel awkward when there's not music playing, but let's check out this clip. Pop it up so we can all see it together. This clip from Queen Katie is titled, it's from an hour ago. Am I an hour behind? It's titled Gaslight Boy Boss. Oh, it's going to be from when Apollo was gaslighting Emma. Let's watch this. Let's enjoy the gaslighting together. All right. There are lots of guys who look like him. Lots of them. I'm sure you're not mistaking him for someone else.
Are there really? I mean, a middle-aged man with long hair and an eye patch. You don't see that every day.
I do. See it all the time. I go to the gym. Everybody's got eye patches on over there. We're all middle-aged men in eye patches. I think it's because there was like an outbreak of bacterial conjunctivitis there. You know, I always wipe after you use public restrooms. But, middle-aged men with eye patches, you probably go to the same gym as me. You should get your eyes checked for pink eye. Well, I'm sure you're just imagining things. The gaslight is totally off already. You just think it's on. Oh, you're crazy. See, I can't remember in the original gas lamp story if the lie was that it was off when it's on or if it's that it's on when it's off. I can't remember. Quickita said, what is that URL name? The URL is Wrong Playful Monkey Spicy Boy. Sounds right to me. Okay, let's get back in here. It seems the orb isn't here. That means that might be our only lead at this point. Detective Sky said he might still be here in the village. We should try to find him. But first we gotta present our new stuff to Emma. Show her the research notes. Okay, that sure like to shove things in people's faces. This is what she says when she has nothing to say. Let's show her the dead body.
Maybe it was Dr. Buff's wish to die under a pile of his beloved books. I know I could die happily under a big pile of forensic equipment.
I wouldn't want to go that way. I collect Transformers. I wouldn't want to die under a pile of Transformers. I still want to die very, very old, peacefully in my sleep. Well, I'll pass on dying under a big pile of evidence from my past cases. It's all murder weapons and photos of dead bodies.
So what, are you saying you don't love your job?
Being buried in the tools of one's trade is hardly a valid way to assess dedication, Emma. Okay, and finally the diagram. Okay, shove things in people's faces. Okay, so we gotta go find Dats. Well, in that case, we gotta move, and lucky for us, the entire village consists of one location.
May 16th, Karain Village.
Is this gonna be Dats?
Good day to you, citizens of Karain Village. My name is
Paul Itchon. Atishon. And I want your vote. Oh, your vote. It's a politician. Politician. Oh, crap. No. No. There's not a politician named Paul-atition. Politician. The politician. If he gets elected to be governor, is he going to have to change his name to Gov-Ener? Are you kidding me? Politician. The politician. Wow, that's really loud.
Look, something's coming this way.
Is it Dats though? Politician, savior of Korean has come to. Is he just bad? He recognize us? Is he just really bad at fake names? It's you people. Wait, no. Dats wouldn't recognize Apollo. No, he would recognize Apollo, but he wouldn't recognize Trucy. Apollo, what's that strange conveyance coming this way? What? Oh, it's a Daruma. Left, right, left, right, left, whatever. Reclaim the glory of Korean. Vote politician. It's one of those, what do you call them? Palanquins? Is that what it's called? Hang on, I gotta look this up here. What is a palanquin? Palanquin. In India and the East, a covered litter for one's passenger, consisting of a large box carried on 2 horizontal poles by 4 or 6 bearers. Okay, so I guess so. A palanquin, that sounds like a small animal to me. Oh, I'm thinking of a pangolin. What the crap? A hype train just appeared. I haven't heard any sound alerts. How could there be a hype train? There was no sound alerts. What just happened? How is there a hype train suddenly? The last bits were spent 23 minutes ago. Hang on, are the sound alerts down again? Let me check to see if I can turn it off and back on. Sound alerts should be on. Alert box is on. Let me try turning it off and then back on. Why? I don't know why we have a hype train. You know what? Maybe it's just a gift, apparently. Okay, well, hype train has begun. I don't know how. I do not know what happened, but thank you, whoever did something. In an hour, I'll probably catch up to chat and see it, so thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know why things are down. Let me check one thing. Let me see if this might fix it again. I don't know why so many things are down. One second, but thank you for the hype train, whoever did that. Oh, somebody did something generously. What?
You got a couple subs.
Oh,
Purple heart.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, 30 bits. Thank you, Yui. How are you doing? Vera, can we do a shout out for Yui Vale? I'm going to try and turn this off and back on. I don't know why. Okay, so apparently it looks like my sound alerts, which would normally alert me to
subscriptions, are apparently down. What? Oh, and thank you for the
:3.
Thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, I appreciate that. Is this Dead by Daylight, right? I think I recognize it. I played this game once before. Gotta rescue someone off of a hook. Wow!
Not get hit there.
I got it.
I'd like to think that in real life that's what people do. If you get hit, you go, I got hit. Oh, the splorch. I mean, you could say that if you got hit. I remember I mentioned a story before about one time when I was riding my bike and I got hit by a car. It wasn't going very fast. But after I got hit and I picked myself up off the ground, the first words out of my house was like, that guy just hit me with his car. So thank you, whoever did the subs. I'll see that in a little bit, but I'm just very behind in the chat. So I am so sorry, but thank you. And thank you for the hype train. I don't know who to thank. I'm going to assume Batman on. I'm going to assume it was Batman on who did it. But thank you so much. And thank you again, Yui Vale and Oak, for those sets of bits. For the 30 bits, Yui, and for the 10 bits, Oak. I don't know why I can't hear it, but I'm sure it was really nice of the subs. Okay, so let's take a look. One of those, what do you call them? Palanquins. Oh.
So, you finally left Dr. Buff's house. What were you doing there?
Sorry, that's just the Yusuke voice. Just seems right for him.
What a bunch of shady-looking characters.
Although, to be fair, I think before we ever used it for Yusuke, we used it for someone in one of the Ace Attorney games. It was remember that the hoity-toity scholar guy who's like, yes, I'm going, and he had like the little weepy eyes. I don't remember his name. And you what? So I take it you knew the doctor?
Oh, what a foolish question. I've memorized the names and faces of the entire electorate here in Korean. After all, I am the man who is destined to be king of this fine nation someday.
How are you guys feeling about this voice? Who are you? And what do you mean by king?
Ignorant fools! I am the politician.
What is this music? Like a march.
I am the soon-to-be eminent...
It sounds like old 16-bit MIDI music trying to be a voice.
I am a soon-to-be eminent politician, a man whose name will go down in history. You should be ashamed that you've never heard of me before.
Is he really that famous of a politician? I mean, his name is Politician. Oh, we got a pinned message here. There's two things. Pinned message written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vero, saying his Japanese name is Masaharu Kiyoki. His surname Kiyoki means proper or clean. His given name Masaharu is a possible reading of the word seiji, which means politics, referring to his profession. At least that's that's wordplay. It's not just politician spelled differently. So thank you very much for that pin message. Oh, and the hype train is finishing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hype train complete. Choo choo. So thank you very much for everybody who contributed that hype train. I'm sorry that we didn't get the pleasing dopamine rush from the pring pring noises from the subscriptions. So thank you very much for that. Let me read a couple more comments in the chat though. Weedle said, Logan, did you see the Roomba with a knife I made in class? I'll post the full video later. Yes, in fact, Weedle, I replied to that on Discord. Did you not see my reply? I responded. What class is that for, though? Quicketa said, wrong, playful monkey, spicy boy. Crystal says, Crystal said, sussy baka. Vera said, it's the Superman joke? Or is it a new ladder and stepladder? Crystal said, burb versus plain version. Well, because that was the whole thing in Superman. You'd see Superman flying in the air, and they'd show, like, people on the street and go, look, up in the air, it's a bird. Then someone else would go, it's a plane. And they go, no, it's Superman. Quicketa said, is that the statue that killed Redacted? I think it was. Vera said, wait, is that the statue from the third game? Quicketa said, also, wait a second, that's the picture with Redacted. Crystal says, hee hee. Doody. Quinketta said, Maya would love this. Vera says, oh my gosh, the gravy is still on that painting. I can't. Quinketta says, the memories. Vera says, laughing. That's right, because I keep forgetting that Vero hasn't played this chapter yet. How are you liking it so far, Vero? Quinketta said, wait, that briefcase, I need to look at it again. Nora said, the despair when Logan read that. We just said, Logan, no, bad Logan, what did I do? And Crystal says, Logan, what did I do? There's another clip. I'll check it out in a minute. Let's play some more here. Is he really that famous of a politician, Apollo? Well, not that I know of. I love how the entire, what do we call it again, keeps fading in and out. We should just leave that in the background.
I'm running for a seat on the local council right now.
I wonder how much of like the memory in this little game is taken up by that one vehicular conveyance. Well, I guess even Jerk Q Public has to start somewhere.
But my election is a sure thing, I'm told. After all, my grandfather was a famous politician with untold influence. His name was Old Paul Addition. In short, I'm the chosen one, the golden boy, the powerhouse of politics.
And rider of his grandfather's coattails.
Are you blinded by my majesty? Tell me, are you blinded by my majesty? Go ahead, bask in the resplendent glory that is me, the chosen one.
Sure.
Oh! A pleasant day to you, good people of Karain. I am Politician.
So I'm guessing the green is supposed to be when he's like, oh, it's not a microphone. I thought it was a microphone for a second. What is that? Oh, it is a microphone. But why did it, you know what that is? No, that's not a microphone. That's like if a microphone died and came back as a ghost. It's a ghost microphone. Why? Thank you, Monokuma. I'm assuming that means I need to read some more chat. Okay, let's check out this clip. Vero posted a clip into the chat. Let's see what this clip was. Let me load this one up in the clip viewer. This clip is titled, Is That a ... Still from an hour ago. I'm so far behind. Let's go ahead and load this one up and check it out. Is this a bird?
It looks like an airplane to me.
Is this a Superman joke? It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman?
No, there couldn't have been any planes back when this was made. Yeah, but it has wings and both horizontal and vertical stabilizers. It makes it an airplane. That is an airplane.
No, it's definitely a bird. Birds have vertical and horizontal stabilizers.
Open your eyes, son. As a lawyer, your job is to see the true nature of things.
I still say it's a bird. So sad at the end. Thank you very much for that clip, Vera. I appreciate it. Oh, and a pin message written by Nora, pinned by Vera, said, is this KK Slider? Oh, it kind of is KK Slider, huh? Because that's like KK Slider sings. I think he's like a little bit more pronounced of a voice. Crystal says, Logan, what did I do? Quickie said, oh, phew, I thought that briefcase was an AA reference, lol. If only Maya was here. Weedle said, someone get the whacking stick to hit him. Why did I need to be whacked? Vero says, isn't it from the Turnabout airplay? Nora said, this is like a trip down memory lane. Me. Vera said, sure, looks like it. Quickie said, no, that one is way worse. Let me find an image. Yep, it's not the same case from the airplane case. Oh, that's right, because there was the really crazy luggage. I forgot about that. Quickie said, would have said, I fly, if it did. And Oak said, if I paid over the line art to Akihiko but still keep the spirit of it, does it count? I think it's a gamble. I think it counts, but it's a gamble. Oak said, if that's not okay, I'll do 2 submissions, maybe. Magpie says, I also want to know, yeah, you can totally paint over the line art, as long as it's like still the general gist of it. I think that totally counts. Let me read 2 or 3 more comments. We'll get back in this. Evie says 30 minutes, we're only allowed to take 15-minute breaks. I feel sad, but that's pretty lenient, so maybe I'll be okay. I feel like the appropriate punishment would just be like, okay, so we'll like dock you a quarter of an hour pay. Especially if it's like a first time thing, so I hope you're okay, Evie. Quickie said, yeah, if someone gifts 5 subs, Twitch adds an extra one. It has to be from that person, though, not 5 different gift subs. Yeah, that's why I said I think it's like a sub bomb, isn't that what it's called? So say Batman did 5 gifted subs right at once, Twitch would give an extra one as well. So how many gifted subs got gifted just a few minutes ago that it's not making the noise for? Nora said, dedication. Haha, I'm funny. That is funny. Vera said, mod is a way to get food. This time, I will tell Logan. Crap, that's how far back this was? Quinky says, that reminds me I should yoink a little something. 48:18. We are almost an hour behind. We're 55 minutes behind. How does this happen?
It's time to reclaim the glory of Karain together. Oh! A convenience store on every corner, a karaoke bar in every home. A vote for politician is a vote for a happier, hopier Karain village.
Turn off that infernal racket, you fool. You're a stain on your grandfather's good name.
Thank you, good sir. Your support is appreciated, as always.
I guess he's one of those people who only hears what they want to hear.
In other words, he's a model politician.
Now, where was I? Oh, right. You were in the doctor's house. Just what in the world were you doing in there,
Hey, buddy, check out my badge. I'm an attorney. Actually, I'm a lawyer.
Oh, you're so shallow. Relying on your badge to impress people, what would you be without it? I pity men like you who have no sense of self. Real men make their own mark in this world.
Says the man who's riding on his grandfather's coattails. Can we show him the founder's orb? What do you think about this?
Politician is the squeaky clean candidate. So if you're going to bribe me, try to be a little more subtle about it, would you?
Oh, I wasn't trying to bribe you.
Don't accept any bribes unless they come in unmarked bills. This is but a fraction of the political wisdom my grandfather shared with me. Better luck next time!
This guy is awful. He's slimy. He's smarmy. But in a weird way, I find that kind of endearing. I hope he's not a murderer. After a spin cycle or 2 with those bills, I bet I'd be squeaky clean too. Okay, hey, you want to see a picture of Apollo's dad? It's the same thing as before. So that's what he says when he has nothing to say, right? How about research notes? No? Also, oh, you know what I bet? You know what I bet also? Take a look at dude here. Take a look at bro. How do we... okay, you can't see because Examine is in the way, but he's got the little Daruma. It was the same icon as on the outside of his little vehicle thing here. And I mentioned before when we were doing Persona 5, Daruma, it's like a little thing you would get in Japan and has blank eyes, right? And you're supposed to paint in one eye when you make a wish, and you paint in the other eye when the wish is fulfilled. So I'm guessing that the fact that his has one painted in and the other empty means one of 2 things. Either he has a wish to be a politician, but he's not yet, or maybe it represents that he makes promises but doesn't actually fulfill them. Am I reading too much into this? I feel like there's some symbolism there. I think it's neat. Okay, let's show him a picture of a dead body. Okay, no, he doesn't care about the dead body. Let's, what was the last thing after that? The diagram of the place. Nope, nothing. Okay, can we examine him? Like if we do examine, does it just go back out to the street? Oh, boo earns. Okay, let's talk to bro. Politician. Wait, did you hear that? Ooh, that was from like Japanese theater. Oh, and a pinned message, pinned by Vero, written by Queen Katie, said, I just remembered something, Logan. Can you try examining real quick? I need to see something. Okay, well, what was it that you need to see here? Here's the examination screen. I don't know what you needed to see. But there's Karain, there's a phone booth, there's the Ninetales Vale poster. There's the big boulder, the tree, the little birds. Okay, I hope that was long enough, but let's talk to bro. But I also got to read some more in the chat because I am so far behind. Quick said, nobody cleaned these in 7 years and it's on top of the mom? Magpie says, Trials and Tribulations was only 3 months before Phoenix was disbarred. That's still over 8 years then, right? Because last game, Dual Destinies was 7 years since the Dark Age of Law, and this has got to be like a year after that, right? Quick said, I mean, Pearl still lives here, so I assume she's just that clumsy. Maybe it's been broken multiple times. Oak says, Chairman! We need a sound alert. Nora said, okay, what is this chairman thing I've seen in VODs recently? I'm confused. Okay, Nora, so to explain it, in Persona 3, there's a character, I can't remember his first name, but it's Chairman Ikutsuki? I can't remember how to pronounce it. But his whole thing is he kept making awful puns. But most of the puns weren't even like, it's a groaner, such a bad pun, I love it. Most of them are like, you're trying way too hard. You're forcing this way too much. And so anytime somebody does a pun that actually works, it started just being in Persona 3. Like, Junpei did a funny pun. And I would just shout out, Chairman! And then it started going into other games. But you're playing P3P. Is Chairman not in P3P, Persona 3 Portable? Is he not? Quick said, I feel like half of us, if we won the Akihiko contest, would just say chairman for the sound alert idea. Oak says, if the reward for the art challenge is a new redeem, I'll put my entire soul into this painting so I can do that. Magpie says, I also have no idea what the chairman thing is. Quick said, so in P3R, there's an awful character named Chairman who makes, what was that? Phoenix here, rated with a party at 2 Vero. Can we do a shout out for Phoenix? Phoenix, I saw you were playing Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. And I was like, I wanted to go in, but I am like avoiding that, like the plague, because I don't want to get spoiled. Because I want to get it. It just came out today. How is it? Oh, there's all those subs earlier. Holy cow, how many are there? 2, 3, 4. Oh, Vero did 5 gifted subs. Oh my gosh, okay. So much to respond to. Okay, first of all, Raiders, these subs I think were gifted like a half hour ago or something, and are just now finally showing up. So, how was your stream, Phoenix? Guys, check out.
What?
Check out Pikachu murdering things.
Oh. I thought you were like, I miss playing multiplayer games. Okay.
Thank you so much for the raid. I hope Echoes of Wisdom went well. Let's check out who these. Okay, so Vero gifted subs to Nora, Extemporaneous, Phoenix, the Jersey Angel, and Lucky Tiger. And then Twitch gave an extra one to David Sachs 777. Thank you so much for those subs. And thank you. Thank you. What did we decide his name is? The name of Twitch? It was Mr. Twitch Bezos. Thank you very much for the 6th sub. And thank you for the raid, Phoenix. Phoenix, I have some really bad news. I'm like almost an hour behind in chat. I'm so far behind. I've not been twitching good. So let me try and read some in the chat, and maybe I'll catch up a little bit. But I hope your stream went well. I would love to hear your non-spoilery first impression of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. As soon as I get a paycheck, one of the things I'm doing is I'm gonna buy that game. Let's see, Yeah, Quick was explaining the chairman thing says, so in P3R, there's a character named Chairman who makes awful jokes and puns, like it's so bad, and now whenever someone else in a game makes a really cool pun/joke, Logan yells Chairman. Vera said, didn't Apollo inherit this power from his mom? Magpie says, thank you, Queen Katie. Queen Katie said, yeets from the mom side. Oak says, is the chairman not in P3P? Vera said, he is there. Quickita said, I say P3R because that's what Logan played. Nora said, I know the chairman. It's been like a week since I played P3P, so I very vaguely remember him saying puns. Ah, well. Vera said, speaking of censorship in P5, they gave Mara a hat. You know what? Mara deserves a hat. I hope it's like one of those bucket hats or something like that, or maybe like a rain, one of those like portable umbrellas for when it's raining. Quickita said, yeah, but because P5X was made in China, they censored the Mask Awakening there, but now with Japan, they uncensored it. Quickita said it looks so cool. Vera said P5X is made by a Chinese company, hence decensoring in the Japanese version. Quickita said China is the most famous for censoring. I forgot which country did, but the Owl House's gay romance plot was very censored into let's play dress up and have fun like what? Nora said, I love Coco. Don't stop with the duty joke. It's funny. Quickita said, honestly, I thought the joke was only going to happen with Rafa, but you kept it going. It's so good and funny. Thank you. I'm so sad that the Hugh O'Connor video I posted onto TikTok from that running gag, people didn't seem to care for it, but I'm also shadow banned, so that's sad. Quickita said, me reading the guide. Oh no, I think I know what we're about to see. I'm already face palming right now. Nora said we haven't done this since the magical turnabout. We all remember how that went. Quickita said that was so many cases ago. Quickita said it's on that sticker. Guide said different lol. Oh, from that handprint, that was so freaking hard to do. Nora said, Queen Katie, I might update you on the costume piece because the piece is a spoiler for anyone who may watch Ruby, so you might get a few messages. Quickita said, oh, go for it. It'll be entranced by the stream. Go for it. Logan, it's the sticker. Also, you forgot to rest of the thumb. Add quote, we're just gonna dust the crap out of this thumb. I wonder what quote I'll get today for the command. Quote number 50, Yuma is very kidnappable. Master Detective Archives, rain code. Oak says, Streamlabs hates you. Quickita says, quote, and Eglin says, there are more fingies than thumb. That is true. Most hands, not all, but most hands have more fingers than thumbs. That is correct. Quickita said, I know Streamlabs. Magpie says, Logan wants Apollo to call Dirk daddy. Good to know /silly. Queen Katie's quote number 116. What's that magic reflecting wall erecting? Well, take my hammer instead. Aha. Persona 3 Reload. I don't even remember the context of that. Quickita said, there we go. Okay, that was in fact the blue sticker. Guide was correct. And Vera does quote number 242. Do I look like a doctor to you? I mean, you don't look like a lawyer either. Vera, do you see? I fixed that one, the wording. And Nora with a clip. Okay, we'll check out that Nora in just a second, or that clip in just a second here. I should play some game. I also need to breathe. Let me have a sip of water. But when I get back to the chat, we'll have that to look forward to, that clip as soon as we get back. Okay, I hope I'm catching up a little bit. Politician! Is this what you ride around in when you're campaigning?
That's right. It's perfect for the narrow roads and steep hills here in this village. It has a top speed of 5 miles per hour, but it suffers from serious reliability issues. Namely, these imbeciles tire out too quickly. We'll try harder next time, sir.
Poor guys, they're exhausted and covered in sweat.
The Attition family has been in politics for generations, even back in the old country.
Really? You gonna ask what country is the old country?
My grandfather, Abe Attition, was a prominent member of Congress.
So I'm assuming it's just Abe as a reference to like Abe Lincoln? Because politician, Abe petition, maybe it's like a petition or something?
And he was born right here in Karain. There isn't a person here who hasn't heard of him.
All I asked about was his palanquin. Am I saying that right, palanquin?
You must have heard of the Attitians. I'm even reviving our old country campaigning style.
Oh, politics really aren't my thing. Trucy?
I don't recall ever reading about them at school.
Ah, young people today. You people really need to pay more attention to politics.
The doctor's house. Before we do the doctor's house, let's check out this clip from Nora and load this one up at the clip viewer so we can all watch this one together on stream. This will also let me know approximately how far behind I am. This clip from Nora is titled, Daddy-O, we gotta ski-daddle. Okay, I think I know what this is. Let's pop it up and watch it. What would you have preferred for him to call him? I think Daddy-O would have fit really well. Like, hey, Daddy-o, what we doing here? We gotta skedaddle. We gotta get going here. We got a big party going on. You know, cops are gonna be here. We gotta cheese it. They're gonna throw us in the hoos cow. Daddy-o, I should have said Daddy-o, we got a ski daddy. And a pin message, Vera pin a message written by Queen Katie says, as it happens, Abe Attition is in fact the nickname. His full name is Abraham Attition. Well, that makes sense because Abe is usually short for either Abraham or Abram. So that makes sense, so Abraham Attition. Vera said they made the fingerprints device more modern. No, Dats is actually delightful. I do like Dats. His names are just awful. Quick Kitty said, and here's the facepalm I had earlier while reading the guide. Vera said, don't kill Dats off. Oh crap, do you think Dats' body is shoved in that suitcase? Do you think he's dead? Quick Kitty said, I don't remember who we're defending here in this case, to be honest. I hope it's Dats. Crystal with quote number 62. Just start making babies. AI, the Somnium Files, January 15, 2024. Oh, and here we go. A pin message written by Queen Katie says, Therathor? His English name may be a reference to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States, with even the character's nickname, Abe, being similar to President Lincoln's own nickname of Honest Abe. So what does Therathor mean? Therathor? Or is that supposed to say there's more? They're Thor? They're Thor. The Rethor. I don't know what that means. I am so sorry, I don't know what that means. And Vera said, what was that quote about? What about what it sounds like? Magpie says, hope you like this puzzle. I didn't, Magpie. Oak says, isn't AI Somnium Files a game where the protagonist keeps fondling boobs? He doesn't fondle the boobs, he ogles the boobs. At one point, it sounds like he requests to fondle the boobs, but it turns out it was just puffy cheeks he fondled instead. Oak says, I've seen a couple of Logan clips from it, and all the clips are about boobs. 2 of the clips, I think, are about boobs. The other ones are probably about other parts of ladies. I don't even remember. Queen Katie said, note, Logan. The first half was from case 1. The second half is new. Please pin that note, Vera. Okay, so that was from when we saw the poem. So that's how far behind I am. Well, let's talk about the doctor's house with this fine fellow.
So, what business did you people have at Dr. Buff's house?
Well, he was going to transfer ownership of the Founder's Orb to us. You know, this is weird. I do feel like in these, especially the past couple of games, the final case of the game has felt like a culmination of everything. And this does involve Dirk, I guess, but the case itself feels very detached to what Phoenix is doing over in Kharain. It's a sacred relic from the kingdom of Kharain.
The Founder's Orb? So you tried to get your hands on it, did you?
Oh, I just barely noticed he's got like a samurai top knot thing, but it's folded down on top of his head with a big frilly bow. So I barely noticed that part of his hair. I'd noticed the little kind of curvy thing, but not that up there.
Wait, what do you know about the orb? Oh, I know that it's mine, that's what.
How do you figure that?
Because I know it's not the Founder's Orb. Its real name is the Crystal of Ami Faye.
That's Maya's mom, right? Wasn't it her mom, I think? The Crystal of Ami Faye was, oh wait, was Ami Faye the mom? I know that the gravy poster was her mom, right? But I don't remember. The Crystal of Ami Faye?
That's right. It's been passed down for generations in the Attition family.
Oh, Vera said, a pin message, her mom is Misty. That's right. So there was some connection. I remember Ami was the one that was in the urn, right? That Pearl accidentally broke and reassembled the letters all wrong. Because Pearl was like so little, and I think, was it that she couldn't read or something? She was illiterate. But okay, so Misty Faye was her mom. Oh, and Quickity says with a pin message, Ami is the ancestor of the Faye family. Okay, that's who it was. Oh, it's passed down for generations. Yeah, I guess if it was Maya's mom, it wouldn't have been passed down for generations. That makes sense.
Until it was stolen, that is. But just when I had zeroed in on the culprit, the doctor hid it away and then kicked the bucket.
So you're saying Dr. Buff stole your family heirloom? Well, that's not what Dark said. Strange. You know what? This is a conundrum. I mean, because if you got to decide who's lying between a politician and a terrorist, it's kind of sixes. But I've been told the doctor himself said that he had the Founder's Orb.
It's all that weird foreigner's doing? He filled the doctor's head with nonsense.
Is that weird foreigner in quotes? Is that Dats?
Nonsense like the crystal of Ami Faye being the founder's orb.
Weird foreigner? Could he mean ... Is this foreigner you're talking about? Hang on. Because there's no hit point meter. So we can pick whoever we want. Is this foreigner Phoenix Wright? Take that! Huh?
Who's that? Wait, I know everyone around here, so this must be a new eligible voter for me.
Yes, wouldn't that be nice? Because I certainly wouldn't vote for you. It seems this isn't the person he's talking about. But I can't imagine the doctor had contact with that many foreigners way out here. Let's pick an... Oh crap, do we have to go through that dialogue again? Oh, wait, what just appeared? I just got a pop-up. We have updated the Steam subscriber agreement. Why are you doing this in the middle of a game, Steam? We've updated the Steam subscriber agreement. The update affects your legal rights. They include changes to how disputes and claims are between you and Valve are resolved. Oh, is this gonna be like a Disney Plus thing? Are they gonna say that if I use Steam that they're gonna be allowed to murder me? The updated dispute resolution provisions are in Section 10 and require all claims and disputes to proceed in court and not in arbitration. This is probably blowback from the Disney Plus thing, because that was the opposite. They said all legal disputes had to be taken care of in arbitration instead of court. That was why they're like, you had Disney Plus. We can murder you, right? Please carefully review the updated Steam subscriber agreement. Well, nice! Good news! Everyone, congrats! Valve does not want to legally murder you! This updated Steam subscriber agreement will become effective immediately when you accept it, including by agreeing to the updated Steam subscriber agreement below, or when you make most purchases, fund your Steam wallet, or otherwise agree to it. Otherwise, the updated Steam subscriber agreement will become effective November 1st, 2024, unless you delete or discontinue use of your Steam account prior to this date. If you would like to delete your Steam account, you can learn more about account deletion here. So click I agree to the updated Steam subscriber agreement, accept updated SSA. Click. An error was encountered. No, they're still allowed to murder me. It says, oops, sorry, an error was encountered. Well, crap. Okay, if I disappear, Valve killed me. I'm sorry, that was also, I don't know why I get so easily distracted. I should have just minimized that. Vera said, this stream is sponsored by Valve. That's right, Valve. We don't want you dead. That should be like their new slogan. Thank you very much, Vera, for the pinned message. So what business? Oh, that's right. We gotta fast forward again to... Well, this is punishment enough for being goofy and choosing the wrong... Oh, actually, hang on. I can just load up my save. Then I don't have to go through all that dialogue again. There we go. Let's see. Vera saying, I do. Quickita said, thank you. Vera says, wait, Vero... puzzle, not puzzles. Vera said, whoops. Vera said, in my defense, it is 5 a.m. Oak says, dang it. Okay, it's Dats.
Take that!
Yes, that's him!
Also, what exactly is it that we're showing him? Do we, just carry photos of everybody we encounter? I thought so! Now we really have to find Dats. Dats. Do you know where this man is now?
I imagine he's at the detention center by now.
Was he arrested for something? I mean, he's probably going to be charged with the murder of Archie Buff, but was he arrested for something else?
I called the authorities after I found him hiding in my dog's doghouse.
What? Honestly, that sounds about right. That buffoon. Well, at least we know where he is now. Let's head over to the detention center and see what he knows about the Founder's Orb.
So, you really are after my crystal.
He sounds like a breakfast cereal mascot.
You're after my Lucky Charms. You really are after my crystal. Oh, but my crystal stays crunchy in milk.
I don't know what happened. Okay, I'll read some chat even though the music just disappeared. Let's see, Vera said, and murder mystery, I guess. Magpie says, lol, it's okay. We're happy you're enjoying it, Vero. And Vera says, laughing. There was a Juness jingle. Oak says, thank you, Vero. Vera salutes. Queen Katie said, love how the poem was so long they wrote known at the bottom rather than write smaller. Magpie says, quote, I think I've heard of that. Apollo, you lived here. Eglin said, wasn't there nothing in the box? Like the orb was missing from the box? Oh, well, maybe that's what it was. That's got to be part of the mystery. Thank you. I'd forgotten. Vera said, I see it. Quickita said, Logan, the treasure box was empty in case 1, so as far as we know, still empty, still unknown, unless this is a different box. And we have several orbs. Is that allowed? Are you allowed to have more than one orb per game? Vera said, like Dragon Balls. Oh, okay. Hey, okay. Here's the question. We should have a poll. If you collect the Dragon Balls, you can bring back to life one person who has died in this game series up to this point. So that could be any victim or anyone who has been convicted of murder, okay? Any victim, any convicted murderer, because we're just going to assume that they've all been executed at this point. Who would you wish back to life with the Dragon Balls? Because that's the only wish you use Dragon Balls for. That and making yourself slightly taller. Let's see. Quickita said, so my theory here at the moment, because I'm refreshing my memory with this case law, is understanding, peace, love, and understanding, stole the orb, sold it, ended up here, and then case 1 happened. I think that checks out so far. Crystal says, lurk, doing the valley. Need to save money so I can buy a bouquet as soon as I can to make Elliot my boyfriend again. Enjoy Stardew Valley. Thank you so much for the lurk, Crystal. Okay, let's play a little bit more of the game until we get some music in the background.
So you really are after my crystal, part of this complete breakfast.
No, we're looking for the Founder's Orb, and we have an agreement to prove it.
Well, just so you know, you're not going to lay a finger on it. It's mine. And I intend to give it to my benefactor.
Okay, so who's his benefactor? His benefactor's got to be like the defense minister in Karain or something like that, right? Oh, what if his benefactor is Dirk and Dirk is playing both sides of this, so no matter who gets it, he wins? Your benefactor? Oh, except Dirk is right here. He'd recognize him. Unless his, benefactor only contacts him through written stuff, like emails and phone calls and stuff. I guess, well, phone calls aren't written, but yeah. Your benefactor?
My benefactor is ready to support my rise to the pinnacle of the political world. They have immense influence here, you see, and I intend to harness that influence.
I hope his benefactor isn't Pearl's mom, who should probably be dead in prison by now. So you're just gonna give your family heirloom away to this person?
That's right. It's a purely political decision.
And in exchange, your patron will get the people of Karain to vote for you?
Oh, eminent politicians are skilled at leveraging all of their connections.
Isn't it illegal to buy votes? Wow, good luck with that, I guess. Yeah, why are we complaining that it's illegal to buy votes? He has already hinted at bribery and money laundering.
You just wait. Politician will reign supreme someday.
Also, how old is this guy? Is he in our court record? He looks tiny. He looks just like a little guy. Oh, no, whoa, he looks weird looking straight at us. Oh, 25, he's older than I thought. He's looking to represent Karain Village. His remarkable self-confidence is blinding. Okay, so that's all the talking, right? So now we gotta go to the detention center and find Dats. Detention center, why is it question mark? We know what the detention center looks like. He's already here.
May 16th, detention center, visitor's room.
I've missed Dats. He's goofy, but he is fun. Let's see, Magpie says, funny thought, his best friend wanted to be an astronaut, but Apollo is afraid of heights. Worst thought, his best friend was an astronaut and died. Now, Apollo is afraid of heights. He should be afraid of space, too, just like Saul Starbuck. Vera said, they brought up an Apollo Justice, too, in Turnabout Serenade when they had to climb up the risen stage. He was gonna die on us. Vera says, boo. Chris says, Magpie, whelp. Quickita said, the not-so-blind child, I miss him. I can't remember his name. I remember we gave him the voice from Chowder, going rada rada. Magpie says, I like the irony angle better than the sad one anyway, lol. Oak says, Jujutsu Kaisen and Hunter x Hunter have some of the best power systems of all time. Well, I like them both. the Jujutsu Kaisen power system does confuse me a little bit. So a lot of it, I just need to kind of accept whatever is happening and trust that they know what they're doing. Oak says, Hunter x Hunter, Jujutsu Kaisen, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and One Piece are all the best power systems in all of anime. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is fun, but I feel like their power system is just off the wall. It's basically whatever we say. It's fun though. Like, that's how that type of a show should be, because it's just off the wall crazy. But it very much is. Well, except in the early seasons, then they had the Hamon. Oh, poll! Oh, this is the poll. Who would you wish back to life using Dragon Balls? AA. We have Godot, Geiru Tornado, Christoph Gavin, Darian Crescent, or the Phantom. Oh, the Phantom. Phantom. Oh, please. I miss him so much. Every day I miss him. I've been having to watch the VODs of that trial lately. That's what I was doing during my break at work today. I miss him so much. Every day I miss him. Vera said, I love the power system in Hunter x Hunter so much. I feel like as soon as they nailed that down, because what do they call it? Nen? That's what it was, right? Watching Hunter x Hunter, it was a lot of fun, but it wasn't until they really nailed down that power system that I felt like it just opened up all these really cool possibilities. Up to that point, it was great, but it was missing something, you know? Magpie says, I only know what I see in the Ace Attorney streams laughing. Oak says, I literally just finished watching Hunter x Hunter with my dad. We finished the last episode like 10 minutes before the stream, so we're able to look over at him and was like, hey, you're a better dad than Gon's dad. It was so freaking, you know, I was about to say so freaking satisfied when blank happened, but I'm not going to say it. But Hunter x Hunter is really good. I hope, what's his name, the mangaka? I hope he, like, heals his health problems. Every now and then I hear it's like he's coming out of retirement again, or not retirement, but back from his health hiatus to write, and he's going to write a chapter every month now. And then like 2 months later, he is sick again. And they'll describe like what excruciating pain he's in. But isn't like because his wife is the mangaka for Sailor Moon, right? Isn't she like supposed to be helping him now do some new chapters? Magpie says, okay, so it's not like, oh wait, hang on, I know I missed some more. And Nora said that's horrifying. Magpie says, okay, it's not like I found a dead body, it's like I've seen a dead body. That's moderately less horrible. A little bit, yeah. Quickity said, funny story about me. I got into Detective Conan at about 13 to 14-ish, right? One time I straight up asked out loud to my mom, quote, have you ever seen a dead body? As we were walking to Walmart, being all innocent with nothing in my brain other than murder mysteries. But what did your mom say? Did she like, we don't talk about that? Okay, I should play some game. There's Dats. He's good. I hope they let him eat fried lizards in prison. You gonna... Hey. Yipe! What?
My dad was looking for a semblance of good with Injin, even though I kept telling him that he just sucks and doesn't want to see his son.
Well, and that's the thing, like, I don't even necessarily know if he's, like, a bad person overall, but he is a bad father. He is a bad father, right? Or is that going to be, like, some twist later on where it turns out, oh, no, everything he did was orchestrated for Gon's good to help him be... No, it doesn't feel like he's doing like, yeah, this will really help Gon. It's more like, this'll keep him off my tail for a while. Like, he is, like, it would take him less effort to just be Gon's dad than all the hoops he's jumping through to not be Gon's dad. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate it. Have you guys all seen Hunter x Hunter? If not, you can just check it out. Last time, I remember when I watched it, it was streaming on Netflix, but that was a few years ago, so I don't know if it's still on there. Okay, yipes! What's he doing under the desk? I think he's scared to see Dirk. Foul cogs of the corrupt regime, I have got nothing to say to you. Wait, is he saying that to us or to Dirk? It's me, Dirk. Oh. Dirk! Hey, you're a sight for sore eyes. I knew you'd come save me. Oh, this is another fine mess you've gotten yourself into. My bad. He's been out of jail for how long and he already gets arrested again? Also, I hope Japanifornia doesn't have extradition treaties with Karain. I assume they would by the fact that we apparently have like a prosecutor exchange program going on. The fact that Nayuta Sadmati, if they process him, if they get his name, they're gonna find out he's an escaped convict. They're gonna ship him back, right? At least the grub here's pretty good compared to that prison back home.
You get 3 squares plus a place to sleep. Why don't you join me, Dirk?
No, thanks. They just send me back to Karain where I'd face immediate execution. You're a terrorist? Oh, and the poll is over, and the Phantom won with 46% of the vote. Queen Katie contributing 1,530 channel points. Wait, what was second place was a tie between Godot and Geru Tornado with 27% each, and 1 lone vote for Christoph Gavin. Hang on, I gotta breathe for a second here. I've been talking so much I forgot to breathe, but nobody voted for Sharkmondo, Darian Crescend. Also, holy crap, how are we over 2 hours into the stream? How did that happen? I need to read some more in the chat. Vera said, the real question, did she say yes? See, that's what I was saying about Queen Katie's mom. Queen Katie said, honestly, I don't remember. I think she was trying to get me to shush because other people were giving us the looks. But I think she did imply she had seen one, never told me the story. So, well, here's the thing. If somebody asks you if you've ever seen a dead body, does going to a funeral viewing count? Because I'm actually going to a funeral tomorrow. I got to get up early tomorrow and take my mom to a funeral. My cousin had cancer and passed away. It was like an expected thing, but it's still sad. Quiggita said, when examining the computer in Archie Buff's home, we already read that was pinned. Magpie says, my mom used to work in an ambulance back in the day when they didn't even wear gloves to work on things like that. She proudly stated, no one ever died in my ambulance. They might die before we get there and might have died after we dropped them off, but nobody died on my ambulance. Well, there you go. That's how you got to look at things. I mentioned before, I think I told you this before, that I remember a few years ago when I was really, really struggling financially. Right now, I'm still struggling financially, but I'm like barely keeping my head above water. But a while back, I was having a real hard time, and I was trying to figure out like another job I could take on as a second job. I've worked 2 jobs before, and it sucks, and it looked like I might have had to do that again. And remember this guy I know came up to me, and he's like, you know, it's a really great job. You should work at my company. It's great. The hours are really flexible. The pay is really good. I'm like, oh, okay, well, this sounds good. Well, what is your job? His job is that when people die, he picks up their bodies and takes them to the morgue. And I'm sorry, you know what? That job deserves high pay. I don't want to spend all day, every day of my life seeing dead bodies. Is that wrong? Oak says, quote, Trucy, that is highly inappropriate. A man is dead. Anyways, a computer. Vera says, boo. Kukita said, the Ripperaki Eco is thanks to both Vero for sponsoring the episode, I guess, and me for putting it into a clip edit for eternal fame. Magpie says, the ribbon is pink? Well, now I got to adjust my color palette. Lol. It can be whatever color you want it to be. Magpie, or excuse me, Queen Katie says, nah, Papa is Edgeworth. Oh, is Nora still here? Because Nora doesn't know Edgeworth's daddy issues, huh? Vera says, laughing, it is pink. I can send a pic in the announcement chat. Vera said, or you could be creative about it. Queen Katie said, BRB, gonna brush my teeth. Feels funky after my wafers. Vera says, he reminds me of someone I can't put my finger on it. Oh, the politician guy? Queen Katie said, okay, I'm all good now. Welcome back. Let's play some game. No thanks, they just send me back to Karain where I'd face immediate execution. Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be such a good idea. Well, looks like he's still the same too. A long time no see, Dats! Huh? Hey, you look kinda familiar. I feel like Dats recognizes people by smell, but he can't right now because we're on the other side of a plexiglass window.
Ah, Paulo! Oh, is it really you, my boy?
I gotta get the tongue right because
A to the J, all grown up and whatnot. How you been? Hey.
Oh, fine. And you, Dats, you look good. Besides the incarceration and all.
Oh, those horns, AJ.
Horns?
They've grown up with you just like a stag's antlers. I can't take it.
But don't like deer shed their antlers every year? Does Apollo cut them off once a year and then they just grow back? You really haven't changed a bit. Anyway, there's something we need to talk to you about.
Sure, pull up a chair. I've got all the time in the world. The Slammer's like my second home. It's really not so bad once you get used to it.
He's rather laid back for someone in police custody.
You guys know the first thing we have to do. We gotta check on one of our favorite characters, the guard. He's completely uninterested in us. That suits me fine. It'll only complicate things if I'm recognized. Right, you're known as some sort of scary terrorist who fled from Karain. Though in reality, no one would believe you're the real Dark of Legend anyway. That reminds me, there was a running gag that we had in the early games that most of you probably have never seen because they're like disappeared from the VODs. You'd have to have been there when we did it. But in the original trilogy, whenever we would go to the police station, there was this one cop that would have like all these weird elaborate things going on his computer. And I don't even remember, we had like some running gag with like how intense he would get with it. I miss that. Okay, and then we checked the security camera. Those are the only two things, right? I hate the feeling of being constantly watched. Indeed, considering my current situation, the less I'm seen, the better. Well, it's not like there's an international arrest warrant out for you, isn't there? Also, why is he accompanying us? Why doesn't he just stay back at the agency and we're like, we'll go talk to him and report back to you? True, but I seem to have made quite an international splash with that hijacking stunt. I had to sign a ton of autographs and take a load of selfies before I got to your office. Wait, what? Maybe they thought the hijacking was part of some movie's promotion. Okay, is that everything? Can we do the chair? All right, we've examined. Now we got to present everything to our boy here. Why, AJ, you've become a fine lawyer in your own right. How do you know? You haven't seen him. He's bad at his job. None of us are good at our jobs. Nah, I still have a lot to learn. Come on, don't be so hard on yourself. If I ever went to trial, I definitely want you on my side. You shouldn't say that. You may have to. Knowing you'd probably skip town before the trial even started. Okay, what about the Founder's Orb? He probably has actual stuff to say about this. Let me read a few more comments in the chat, though. Vera says, heaven forbid someone walks around their place in boxers only. I don't. I'm ashamed of my own nudity. Although I will say this, one thing that, I don't know why, but whenever I'm out of town, if I'm staying at a hotel by myself, there is something refreshing about being able to use the bathroom with the bathroom door wide open. I don't know why, but it just feels like liberating. Quiggity said, he gives me Professor Layton vibes, to be honest. Vera said, I gotta remember. Quiggity said, okay, new current theory. The real killer killed this guy, reported it, Dats came by, but ran off because he doesn't want to be caught like that, and we end up defending him. No, I think you're probably right. He was probably the one who reported it, who said he was anonymous, and he's probably going to be our defendant, I think. And Vero with the clip. Hang on, let me load this clip up into the clip viewer so we can watch this one all together. This clip from Vero is titled, I Trust You Wholeheartedly, Emma. Okay, so let me pop this one up and let's watch this. Well, I see blood on the book there, but what's that dark stain?
That's his poo. We found out later he liked to shove books up his butt. You can see he's not wearing pants. Most of the books in that pile have poo stains.
Normally, I would say thank you very much for the clip, but in this case, I feel like the words, how dare you, are more appropriate. I'm kidding. Thank you very much. That is one I'm not looking forward to showing up in shoutouts, but thank you very much for the clip. I do appreciate it. Queen Katie said, that's the point, Logan. I'm 100%ing the expansion. Magpie says, I can recommend Costume Quest. I enjoyed that game. It's a Double Fine game, same makers as Psychonauts. I've never played Psychonauts, but I hear it's really good. Queen Katie said, how does one stop touching a tooth hole for 4 days? I don't know. I've never been able to do it. If I have a tooth hole, I don't have any cavities, but like if I lost a tooth, I'd be like, I'd be shoving my tongue into that hole all the time. Vera says, you don't. Queen Katie said, but it's so bothersome. Vera said, keep touching it. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? I mean, maybe you get infected and die, but only that. Eglin says, Humpty Dumpty was originally a riddle. Oh, wait, really? After the poem, there was originally the question, what is he? And the answer is an egg. Really? Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that. I thought I'd heard trivia. Speaking of riddles, though, okay, I read... This amused me so much. I just barely read this today. Apparently, Adam West, who played Batman in the 1960s, so he played Batman and Frank Gorshin played the Riddler. And he was like, Frank Gorshin was wildly popular as the Riddler, apparently. He even released music that he sang in character as the Riddler. I don't think the Riddler in the comics was even that prominent, but then he really kind of rocketed the character to fame. I could be mistaken on the last part. But anyway, there was a story that Adam West told, and I don't know if this was in an interview or in a book or something like that, but I saw someone post this online that Adam West was talking about that he and Frank Gorshin, the two of them, were out drinking one night, and they got invited to like a Hollywood party, which is great because they got like a hit TV show, so they got invited to a Hollywood party, and they were like a little bit tipsy or whatever. The two of them head over to the party, and it turns out the party was an orgy. As they get there and like this is an orgy. And they were like a little bit drunk, and it was just so giggly from it that they went into the orgy in character as Batman and the Riddler. We're just running around at a Hollywood orgy acting like Batman and the Riddler. And I guess it annoyed everybody there so much because they're probably like, hey, we're trying to have sex. What are you doing? He's like, I'm going to get that Riddler. It's like, riddle me this, Batman. Like, everybody got so mad they kicked them out. They got kicked out of an orgy for for being in character as Batman and the Riddler. And I love it so much. I love it. I love Frank Gorshin's Riddler. Like, if you ever go back and watch, like, his episodes, there was, like, one episode where somebody else played the Riddler, because they would sometimes have to change actors because, like, I don't know, contract disputes or availability or whatever. It was, I think, the guy who played Gomez Addams on, like, the old Addams Family TV series. But yeah, it was fantastic. I don't know, I read that story today. I just had to share that because you mentioned riddles. I can't help it. Quickie with the timestamp 126. Whoa, I'm 59 minutes behind. Saying, holy heck, we're halfway in already. Oh, we're more than that. Quickie says, how? Oak says, that's crazy. Quickie said, oh yeah, random fun fact. Apparently, examining an airplane up there builds up to the step ladder versus ladder achievement for the games. Oh, wait, really? And wait, there's an achievement for that? Problem is, I know I'm not going to 100% this because I originally played Apollo Justice on mobile, and so I don't have any achievements from the Apollo Justice game. Quick Kitty says, Magpie says, quote, so what, you don't love your job? Apollo thinks about his last several jobs. No, actually, I think I hate my job. Quick Kitty says, name fact incoming. Vera said, having to clean the toilet. Quick Kitty said, and another one for the name pun video. And Vera's laughing. Oh, Lucky Tiger was here. Oh, so Lucky Tiger, I'm so sorry I didn't see you. You're probably already gone, but you got gifted a sub. Saying politician. Vera said he was made for this. Nora saying, oh my gosh. So there we go. Oak. Okay, so Oak subscribed. So thank you very much, Oak, for upping your sub. Thank you. Vera said, I love the animation. Magpie says, yes, it is. Vera said, are sub notice down? I guess so. Eglin said, Palanquin? Is that how you say it? Quikita said, I don't know. Quikita said, it's another popular thing in manga set in old Japan. Vera said, yup, it's down. I'm so sorry. But so Oak, so you helped initiate the hype train earlier, so thank you. Quikita said, I'm just waiting here for the man himself so I can paste his name fact. And there was a shout out for Yui. Yui said, my brain didn't know how to process getting hit. Vera said the voice just came to you in a vision. Oh, the politician guy, he struck me as like a Yusuke. I told you what the origins of that voice is in my brain, right? It's a combination of two things. It's James from Team Rocket, and I can't remember the actor's name. He was on Gilligan's Island in like the 1970s. Is that when Gilligan's Island? I've never actually seen an episode of Gilligan's Island. I've seen a couple of clips there, but there was the millionaire Thurston Howell III, and he would just talk like this. Oh, and so I just combined them, and that's the Yusuke voice. Quick said that voice is perfect for him, trust me. Oak says, I wish bits weren't like 2 times more expensive than they are worth. Do they, like, how much is it that Twitch takes off the top of that? Because I know that, like, 1 bit for me is like a penny, but how much do they cost for you guys to buy? Nora says, I don't like him. And there was a pinned message earlier. Vera said, I love the music. Nora said, is this KK Slider? Oak says, I want to buy the 1K bit package, but it's literally $20 when it's $10 worth of money? That is like too much. Their profit margin shouldn't be like 50%. And Nora says, from Animal Crossing. Who is y'all's favorite villager in Animal Crossing? I feel like that says a lot about somebody. Oak says, you're paying $20 for $10. Vera said he managed to hire the KK Slider. Nora said, for real. Yeah, I like the, you know, maybe it's an endorsement. Because like politicians, they'll get some song that's their theme. KK Slider, he's like a popular musician. Let me have a sip of water here, hang on. Nora says, can you pin my KK Slider message? Oh, he gonna forget. Oak says, abusing my new fun emotes. Nora says, Slider. Magpie says, the guy you were thinking of, I think it was Weslet Stickler. Yes, the panty snatcher. That's right. Oh crap, that's what he was. I forgot he was a panty snatcher. You're right, because that was the first one with Trucy. And then it was the Plum Kataki's panties. They were like shoved in a tailpipe or something. And Magpie says Wesley. Yeah, Wesley Stickler. Back when names sounded like they could be real. Okay, excuse me. Let's play a little bit of the game, and then I'll be back to chat. Hopefully, I'm catching up a little bit. The doc agreed in writing to hand the orb over to me, but he kept stalling like he didn't trust me or something. Just because you're a terrorist escaped con, who can you trust these days, huh? That scary mug of yours no doubt frightened him. Look who's talking.
Honestly, I think you're both about equally scary looking.
Ouch! Both Dirk and Dats look like they've been stabbed right in the ego. Are all the rebels' names gonna start with D? All right, let's show him a picture. Oh, actually, I clicked auto, don't want. Let's show him a picture of my dead dad. Did you mean my dad? Oh, is that for me? Ah. No, I was just showing it to you. Anything I could use here in the slammer is more than welcome. I could use that as toilet paper. I will rub my butt with the picture of your dead dad. Dats, the guard is giving you some serious side eye, which is impressive because the guard doesn't have any rendered eyes. All right, research notes. Okay, so that's what he says when he has nothing to actually say about stuff. Dead body. Oh, he's so excited. Dead body. Dead body. Love it so much. Diagram of the place. Okay, so I guess it's time we actually just talk to him then. Talk about the orb. Dad, was what the doctor had really the Founder's orb? Oh, absolutely, positively. The doc was sure of it. Really? Because someone from the village is calling it the Crystal of Ami Faye. He also claims you were filling the doctor's head with lies. What was that? What's that thing? I heard a pring pring.
These dudes' names are something like That's Wrong and Dirk a stupid name.
Oh, Wendy, thank you so much for re-upping this up. 38 months. First of all, thank you. That is so many months. Anyway, and also, by the way, that is more than 4 subscription babies. Wendy, you missed someone we just met. We met a politician. Wendy, just stop for a second and think, what would they name a politician in this game? This man is a politician. So you gotta think, okay, we gotta come with a pun name for a politician. The politician's name is Paul Attition. Paul Attition. Politician. Paul Attition. Oh, Vera Pit message. Let me guess, Paul Attition. You got it. Oh, and you almost got the spelling. The spelling is a little bit off, but you got it. You got it. Wendy, you should write for the localization. Because why not? How are you, Wendy? It's so good to see you here. Thank you again so much for re-upping the sub. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Wendy, how are you doing these days? I feel like I don't get to hang out with you as much in the streams. I don't know if we're just farther along in the games than you are, so you have to avoid spoilers and stuff. But you're awesome, Wendy. I was really bummed. I remember the other day I saw there's a notification that you're going live, and I was like, Wendy went live a little while ago, and I think you were already offline or something. And it looked like you were gonna play a game that sounded interesting, but I can't remember what. I think I checked the video and it looked like you were only live for a couple of minutes, so I'm guessing it didn't work. But I hope you're doing well, Wendy. Okay, we should play some more of this game. That ain't true. The doc said he was sure it was the real deal. All his fancy research confirmed it was the Founder's orb. So then that politician character was lying? Oh, imagine that, a politician who lies. I bet he wants the orb all to himself.
I wonder who's telling the truth, the politician or the terrorist?
Well, take a look at this. It proves the doc believed he had the Founder's orb. Well, if it's a note, what's it say? Orb transfer agreement. I agree to hand over the Founder's orb to the Defiant Dragons of I will? or I will come to if I will come to no harm. That doesn't help you. That makes it sound like you were threatening him. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Let me see that. I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons if I will come to no harm. Signed, Dr. Archie Buff. See, I got it all down in writing. But that's... Why does it say if I will come to no harm at the end here?
Sounds like he was scared of you.
Dats, did you threaten the doctor in any way?
Oh no, only his life. No, you got it all wrong. It was the doc's friend. He told the old man us rebels were dangerous. It's his fault the doc thought I might hurt him.
Dude, like, what do you mean thought you were dangerous? In like 2 chapters ago, you literally said that you considered murdering Phoenix Wright. I gotta read some more in the chat. Oak says, how much would people hate me if I said something different to Hey Hey in the Hey Hey channel on Discord? Here's the thing, like, I've thought about going back and like cleaning up some of the things that aren't Hey Hey. About once a year, we do change it to a Hoy Ahoy channel. We did that once, maybe twice. But I feel like either you get it or you don't. The Hey Hey channel is not about drawing attention to oneself by posting things other than Hey Hey. The Hey Hey channel is about playing along and having fun and just posting Hey Hey. Vera said, Paul's my favorite guy now? Oak said, like if I said hello, would you all kill me? It wouldn't kill you, but you'd know what you did. Quick 80 said, Paul is very fun. He asked, question for the game. Paul was born here or did he come from somewhere else? Well, it sounded like his grandfather was from there. So his family was, I don't know if he was maybe born somewhere else, but I assume born there. Quickita said, you know what, I'm looking into this. Nora said, could you perchance pin the KK slider message because I think Logan might understand the joke. I don't know. Vera said, I don't even know if he's in this random small village. And there was Oak with a, cause it's a game. Nora says, lol. Oak smiling. Vera says, gotcha. Nora said, thank you. Quickita said, yeah, Wiki doesn't tell me anything. But still, wow, trying to be the leader of a place full of women. Huh? Oh, that's right. Because wasn't, like, Karain Village was like a, what do we call it, a matriarchy? Did they even have men there? Because I know it was like only women had all the spiritual power. I know that was like a plot point, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Oak said, if I want to send a loud redeem to Logan, I have to spend like 5 times the obies, lol. Nora said, this is literally KK. Oak says, because I mustn't send Tomcat. Quickita said, also, am I the only person that wants to see Paul's hair down? Just to like see what it's like, or because you're attracted? Do you want him to do one of those sexy librarian things from like the 1980s where there's a librarian and she's all mousy and bookish with like the glasses and a ponytail and everybody pretends that makes her ugly and then she pulls up the glasses, undoes the ponytail, why? And whips her hair around and suddenly she's hot. Thank you for the Tomcat. I'm so far behind in chat though. I'm trying to catch up in chat. I'm like an hour behind. I'm trying. But thank you very much for the Tomcat, whoever did that. Let's see. Oak says, Queen Katie, he looks like a psycho from Psyche K. I've seen 1 episode of that. I need to watch more. Queen Katie said, oh my gosh, he does. Oak says, but with slightly darker hair. Vera said, I think the top bun thing is a wig. Oak says, his personality seems the same too. Vera said, I see it. Oh, here we go. Pin message, pinned by Vera, written by Queen Katie says, a quote from the wiki, quote, according to Maya Fey, only women can use spiritual powers, and this has resulted in a matriarchal society. The role of men in the village is so small that Wright did not see a single man when he visited the village. Hang on, sorry, it just closed for a second. This complete neglect of the men has allegedly been the cause of many divorces and separations that have occurred. Despite this, a few men, such as Abraham Atishan, are known to have gained positions of political power. So that's, I guess, all the more impressive then.
How have you never seen Seiki K? It's literally the best comedy anime ever made. What? Boo.
Ah! Thank you for the 10 bits. I'm willing to bet that there's like a bunch of anime I've seen that you guys haven't seen. One that I've tried to recommend to some of y'all is The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. It's like mostly comedy. It's a fun series. There's the TV series, which you gotta watch. They then had a series of, what do you call OAVs, OVAs, whatever, that came out after it. There were like 3 of them, I think. And the first one was good, but then I think, I could be wrong, but I think like one of the main creators of the series like died after the first one, and so then the next two were not as good. Like they weren't funny anymore. They tried to be like very serious and dramatic, and it's not fun when you're watching this like fun comedy and all of a sudden everything's just dour and joyless, you know? But watch the TV series, The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. That was one I even mentioned a while ago because like when Rachel Lillis passed away, she was the voice of Misty and Jessie in Pokemon. She had a character on it, Lieutenant Yuriko Star. Beowulf is here! I said, I'm on mobile, so I'll just rewrite it. Logan, what day are you at Fan X? I'm gonna be there. Wait, Beowulf, does this count as doxing? If I say which day that I'm gonna be working at Fan X? Beowulf, is that doxing? Are you tricking me? I am working one of the days there. Yeah, I'm working Saturday. I won't say what hours. Not the whole day. But what I'll probably do, to be honest, is because I'll have a pass to get in that day. I might just kind of go earlier in the day and wander around the exhibit hall for like a couple hours before my shift, though. Oh, and Bale said, no, it's fair game. Okay, so there you go. So that's not doxing. Yeah, so I will be there Saturday. Because the pass that I got for it technically can be used any day to like use it for work. I was thinking about trying to go in tomorrow, but I mentioned before that my cousin passed away and tomorrow's the funeral, and I don't know how long it's going to be. It's like around 11 o'clock tomorrow, and so I'm going to be taking my mom there. And it's one of the things where it's like, if that gets done earlier, I might zip over to FanX, but if it doesn't, I'm just like, not going to worry about it.
I've had an odd fascination with specifically the 4Kids dub of One Piece lately. I'm not even a One Piece fan, but Sanji is already my fave character because he sounds like a great value Joey Wheeler in the 4Kids dub. Skull.
I love it too.
He's like, I'm Sanji here. Yeah, what was that, Nami? Why don't you come over here? We just want to make some food for you, Nami.
It's like Joey Wheeler if he had a horrible sinus infection. Actually, okay. I am one of the few people, I think, who's actually an apologist for the voice actors, at least, of the 4Kids One Piece stuff. Like, all the censorship was ridiculous and kind of awful, and they butchered a lot of the episodes that I saw on there. But, I'm sorry, Zoro, although I guess they called him Zolo in that one, I really like his voice. Don't get me wrong, I love Christopher Sabat in, like, so many things. He's great as, like, in Dragon Ball Z and My Hero Academia and yada, 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 yada. And he's good as Zoro, but, like, I don't know, the way that the 4Kids voice actor for Zoro would just shout, Luffy! Oh, speaking of One Piece, I've been meaning to tell you guys this quick story. I will get back to the game, I promise. I saw I thought was the funniest thing at Walmart. This was like a month or two ago, but I keep meaning to mention to you guys, but I keep forgetting. And it's a One Piece thing, okay? So I was over in, you know how at Walmart they have like the small section of like collectible toys over by the DVDs and everything, and a lot of it'll be anime themed stuff and whatnot. So I was over there looking through there, trying to see if there was anything interesting, and this guy comes with his grocery cart, and he has a little kid in the grocery cart, so it's like a father and a son, and the kid sees an action figure of Luffy from One Piece. And this little kid who's probably like, 7 years old or something like that, maybe 6, because he was kind of small since he was in the cart. I think he was in the cart anyway. Like, looks over and it's like, Dad, look, it's Luffy. And clearly the dad doesn't understand like what any of this stuff is. He was clearly not into anime. And so he grabs the toy to look at it and holds it up. And the kid's like, it's Luffy. And the kid looks at his name written as Monkey D. Luffy on there. And here's the son say, it's Luffy. He goes, no. His name isn't Luffy. It's Monkey DeLuffy. His name's Monkey. Monkey DeLuffy. His name's Monkey. It's just this poor kid. But his dad was so adamant that no, his name's not Luffy. It's Monkey DeLuffy. Oh, there's a pin message. Pinned by Beowulf. Vera says, Logan, if you use it tomorrow, then bring me Fun Dip, and I won't call you lonely. Okay, I will tell you what, if I do, here's the problem though. Beowulf, if I do end up going tomorrow, I won't have my car parked on site. So I would only be able to bring like one packet of Fun Dip, and I'd have to probably shove it in my pocket. And I don't know if you guys know this, like I still have the thing of Fun Dip here. These things are very like crinkly. I feel like if I had one of these in my pocket while I'm walking around at a convention center, it would, wow, you can like smell that. I should make sure that there's like no hole in this. I feel like this would make it sound like I have a diaper on or something, like walking around. You hear like that crinkling coming from inside my pants? So I don't know. We shall see. But again, I don't know. It depends on what time the funeral gets out tomorrow. Because ideally what I'd like to be able to do is like go to the funeral and then afterward go to the gym, get a little bit of time into the gym. And then maybe I'll be able to go there. I do have, as you guys see, just a reminder, tomorrow's stream is canceled. There's no stream tomorrow because I do have an improv show tomorrow. I don't usually have them on Fridays, but I do have one tomorrow night. But that's not like till late in the evening. But yes. Anyway, I am rambling. I should probably either play some game or catch up in the chat. And it's 15 minutes away from the 3-hour mark. How does this happen? I should read a couple more comments in the chat, actually, before getting the game. I mean, Dats is doing fine. He's being sneaky. He's got his guard up. He has great situational awareness. Let's see. I gotta read some more. Oak says, little does he know there was no gift subs and no Batman on. Well, it was... oh, okay, so the gift subs later did happen, like, at that time when Phoenix Hero came in. Okay. I thought if there was a hype train, it must have been like a bunch of subs. So I was mistaken. But thank you, Oak, for that sub earlier. And thank you, Vero, for those 5, the sub bomb. And the extra one. Quick Kitty saying 141.43. I am now over an hour behind. Oak said just wanted more channel points and I want a red name on Discord. Oak says the lengths I would go to for fancy name color are unmatched. Yes, up to and including paying $6 for a sub. Is that how much it is? I think it's like they increased it from 5 to 6, right? Quick said, I just remembered something, Logan. Can you try examining real quick? I need to see. Oh, that was right. That was pinned earlier. Did you see it? Said Logan has a thing for slimy evil men. They're a little silly with it. I think fun bad guys are fun, especially if they're like bad, but they're not going to kill you bad. Although I guess he may be a murderer. No, I think we're going to suspect him. But it would be too simple if the obvious horrible person was a murderer, right? For the final try. Then again, Dahlia Hawthorne was obviously evil. So I don't know. Let's see. Oak says Tanaka. Oh, I love President Tanaka. Says he's based with his love for Tanaka, though I love Tanaka so much. Quick Kitty said, in fact, I just watched today. I was rewatching the VOD when he left. And he said, bye forever. I got to breathe. Hang on. But yes, I need to catch up in the chat here. I gotta catch up in chat. I'm so far behind. Quick said, Vero, could you please pin my request? And Vero said, no with a heart? Quick says, alrighty then with a heart. Oak says, Vero, evil art. Quick said, no, that was too quick, Logan. Okay, the poster is still there. Don't mind me. Said, don't mind me, Logan. Oak says, Vero, could you also pin this message? Please, hi. I guess I'll pin that one because I don't know if that one got pinned. Quick said, please truly is the magic word. Vera said they would pin any message that says please. So I abuse it to say hi. And there is Phoenix's raid. You're probably gone, Phoenix, but thank you again for the raid. I hope Echoes of Wisdom was good. Sorry I couldn't be there because I don't want spoilers. Quick said, hey, Phoenix. Oak says hi. And there was all the gifted subs. Thank you again so much, Vero. That is like so super kind of you. And I really appreciate it. And I like how that some of them went to like people who will hopefully be able to use the Hey Hey channel. Quick says, also, I wanted to get you guys' opinion on something. In fact, you might want to, I don't know if you necessarily want to do a poll, but I would love to hear some feedback. We probably don't need a poll, but I would love to hear what you guys think. So as I said, I'm planning to do another Just Chatting stream soon, and I'm working on that kind of a prize/punishment wheel. And I was thinking, what do we want to have activated? We could do something like pay 50 cents, so it's like 50 bits, or should it be, maybe have like tiers, have one that's like, this is just 50 cents, but then this one, if you gift a sub, then you get like one that has like better, either fancier prizes or worse punishments or things like that. What do you guys think about that? Quick said, welcome to the final case of Spirited Justice. Oh no, Oak says, what? Phoenix says, hi. Vera says, a shout out. Queen Kitty said, Vera, what? Magpie says, gosh, all of the subs. Oh, there we go. Queen Kitty says, no, these subs are new. Vera said, I wanted to try the sub thing. Thank you, Vero. Even if it was just for science and curiosity. I appreciate it. Oak says, this was a bad time to buy a sub myself. Vera said it really gave an extra one. Phoenix said, it was nice. Vera said, laughing, whoops. Oak said, it's okay, lol. Nora said, me? Thank you. Quick said, yo, Nora got a sub. Huh?
This magpie sub yet does not have a colorful name in Discord. The magpie is unloved.
Oh, I think it's
silly.
I think it's because that on Discord, it like takes a while to sync up. I think it does it. I want to say like every 24 hours or so. I can go in and manually do it. And then also, if your sub expires, I believe it gives you like a 7-day grace period where you'll still have access to the subscriber-only channels before it like kicks you out of it. So I will check it. It may just take some time. I will try my best to remember after the stream to go in there and manually synchronize it. But it may take like a day or something like that. I'm sorry, but thank you so much. Wait, how long? Oh, the other thing is, Magpie, you have to have your Twitch account linked to your Discord account. If you don't, then you need to tell me. And I can like try and like manually give you permission, but then like when the sub expires, I have to manually take you off, so it's kind of difficult. So you just gotta check on that to see if your Twitch account is linked to your Discord account. See, Oak says Vera is so cool. Quickity said you can go to the Hey Hey channel now. Oak said Nora has a fancy red name now. Phoenix says I'm not surprised about me being behind. Nora said the what? The what now? Nora, we have a channel on Discord called the Hey Hey channel where you only write Hey Hey. Vera said such privilege. Oak says you get a fancy red name in the Discord. Have I told you guys like the origin of the Hey Hey channel? What it was is we had a subscriber only channel. And our good buddy Clam, one of our mods, would go in there and just periodically only say, hey, hey. And like, I was trying to like have conversations. So if you scroll all the way up to the Hey Hey channel, you'll probably see like these early conversations, because that's what it used to be. It used to be a subscriber only channel. And he would just like go in there and post hey, hey, instead of discussing. And then other people, when he would post hey, hey, started responding back to him by saying hey, hey as well. And then we'd keep getting these like chains of like, hey, 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 hey. And then like a little bit of discussion, hey, 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 hey. And so eventually I'm like, you know what, forget it. We're renaming this the Hey Hey channel. And that's why the subscriber chat is, I believe, called Subscribers V2, because it's the second version, because the first one turned into the Hey Hey channel. Let's see. Quickity said there's a sub-only channel in the Discord where everyone just says, hey, hey. Nora says, oh. Phoenix says the game is ... interesting. So far, not worth the $60 yet. That makes me sad because I've been excited for that game. I think Echoes of Wisdom looks good. Nora said, my hands are covered in glue. I'm typing with my ring finger. Be careful. Don't get glue in your keyboard. You could glue your keys down. And Phoenix says, lurk, think of it, lurk, Phoenix. Magpie says, am I a subscriber? I think I am, but not marked as one in the Discord. Oak says, I'm low-key really hungry right now, but I don't have any food I can make in the house. When in doubt, pour a bowl of cereal. Nora says, bread, fresh bread. Oak says, all I have is ingredients for homemade mac and cheese, and I don't want to do a 2-hour recipe at 11:40 at night. I hear you. I'm awful at cooking. Everything's got to be instant for me. That's why, I mean, part of me wants to say, I need to someday find a wife who's a good cook. But I'm going to be honest, I have such bad luck with dating. I can't afford to be even that picky. Oak says to Nora, we don't actually have bread somehow. Nora said raw macaroni. Vitor says, you fixed it. Quick 80 says 1:52:03. Well, I'm back to 59 minutes behind instead of an hour and 5. Oak says, it's a great idea. Vitor said, oh, I forgot I was supposed to be a mod. Quick 80 says, lol. Vero forgot they were a knight there for a second. Nora, should we start calling you Sir, Vero, if you're a knight? Nora said, check for bugs. Once there was a bug in my macaroni. One time, I got a box of Honey Bunches of Oats, which is like, that's a name brand cereal. It's my Post, the same people who do like Fruity Pebbles and stuff like that. And it had like bug larvae in it. I don't know if they're actual maggots or whatever. They're like squiggly little bug larvae in there. I mean, like when you open it, like the bag itself had like a hole in it, so bugs had obviously gotten in, but it was bad. Vera says, save them. Queen Kitty says, as it happens, Abe Attition is in fact a nickname. His full name is Abraham Attition. And there's the Therathor said, which is ridiculous but not as bad as his grandson. Nora said the project is so exhausting. Queen Kitty said, I'm trying to spell there. Oh, you're probably saying therefore. So you're saying therefore. So instead of Thor, so it's not a TH, it's just an F. Therefore. Queen Kitty said, I don't know how to spell the smart word help. I'm so embarrassed. It's all good. There's a poll. Would you rather warm/hot milk with cereal or cold milk with cereal? Well, I say cold milk with cereal as a general rule, unless it's, I mean, you can do warm milk, but the warm and hot milk is usually if it's going to be oatmeal. If it's oatmeal, then yeah, you want warm milk. But if it's regular, just cold cereal, then I would say cold milk. Eglin does quote number 9. I don't know how to add quotes, Zach. Magpie says, therefore. Queen says, yeah, therefore. Vera says, laughing. Magpie says, I got you, Queen Katie. Queen Katie says, thank you. I don't know why spell check didn't save me. Magpie says, I cannot remember events I was around for, but by golly, I know words, except when I forget them too. ADHD sucks. Vera said, his bow looks like a crown. Vera said, the samurai top knot being folded forward is quite common. Oh, really? So the top knot is there to cushion the top of the head from the helmet. Okay, that is interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know it had a purpose. Nora said, Faye. We're talking about Ami Faye? Yeah. As in Maya Faye. Quikita said, I think that's the intention. Vera said, her mom is Misty, right? Quikita said, Ami is the ancestor of the Faye family. Ami is the founder of it, actually. Oh, so maybe, oh! Ami Faye is gonna be the Holy Mother. And they'll have a picture of her. Wait, is the one with the gravy? No, the gravy stain, that's Misty Faye, right? But they're gonna have like a picture of her there. Ami Faye is gonna be the Holy Mother. Then it'll turn out that the ancestor of the Faye family was the Holy Mother, and that Maya is the rightful ruler. I don't want Maya to become the queen of Korean. I want her to come back to Japanifornia and be our buddy again. Oh, the poll is done. 99% voting cold milk with cereal. Oh, contributing 640 channel points to get that up to 69 votes. Nice. Nora said, I hate glue. I hate this. I'm dying. Bucky says, Robo Snacks. Thank you for the snacks, Bucky. You're awesome. Kukita said, Steam? What? Huh? Oak said, Logan, your legal rights. Vera says, what? Oak says, Ace Attorney reference. Magpie says, got that email earlier right after buying Steam Deck. Shake my head. Oak says, billionaires can legally commit murder. Nora said, my back hurts from sitting on the floor. Can you, are you hunched over for it? Take care of yourself. Bucky says, I love it when corporations can legally murder you. I feel like it's just one step closer to a cyberpunk dystopia. Oak says to Nora, don't sit on the floor. Quikita said, pops confetti, yay, for Steam not being a jerk. And the keyboard slam. Vera said, this stream sponsored by Valve. Nora said, I'm working on my costume piece. There's some follow H stuff. I gotta breathe for a second, hang on. Vera says, whoops, Quikita said, I'm laughing my cheeks off. Holy heck, my soul. Wait, what happened? Oak says, I think Logan could be legally murdered by anyone. Oh, it's probably because of the error. Quikita said, Valve is hilarious. Oak says, it all seems like the kind of thing the Supreme Court would pass. You can legally murder specifically Twitch streamer and Transformers enthusiast Logan Robo. No, but that's not my legal name. So they can't do it legally. Quikita said, I wonder if Apollo remembers Dats, maybe as a sort of uncle? Oak says, nobody else got him. Quikita said, the image of Dats in a doghouse, though. Magpie says to Queen Katie, I want to think he does. I have a lot of feelings about Dats as an uncle for the kids. Oak with a hydrate command. Thank you very much, Oak. I'm going to finish off this water right here as the hydration. Thank you very much. Queen Katie said, Logan needs to be a serial mascot VA, apparently. I would love to be that. I mean, I don't want to step on any toes. I don't want to take any jobs from Maurice LaMarche, who plays Toucan Sam or anything like that. Nora says, you're after me, Lucky Charms. And Vera with a clip. Okay, let's load up this clip. After this clip, I mean, I want to say we should play some game, but we're also 5 minutes away from the 3-hour mark here. And I'm probably still an hour behind in chat. This clip, still from an hour ago, is titled, Saving This for When Logan Disappears? Oh, it's going to be the thing about legally killing me, I bet. Let's see. Says, oops, sorry, an error was encountered. Well, crap. Okay, if I disappear, Valve killed me. And no explanation. Valve is going to wait until the Twitch auto deletes this VOD, not knowing I'll have backed it up on YouTube. And then they'll do it, and then we'll make sure that you present in court the evidence of the VOD on YouTube. Bucky says, murder mystery? Murder mystery? I don't even know her. Nora says, Gayru. Oak says, my grandma. Quikita said, Misty Faye, please. Oak says, oh, in-game. Quikita said, I want Maya to have her mom. Quikita says, wait, no, Mia Faye. Nora says, definitely Gayru. Magpie says, in the game series, bring back Clay Tarrant because I just want to see him get a character. Oak says, I don't know who has died, lol. Crystal says, I would want Mia Faye back. She was OG mommy. She was the booba lady. Booba ghost. Ghost booba. Hang on, I gotta breathe. Magpie says, it would be incredibly funny for Mia Faye to come back 10 years after her death, what's up, dorks? I'm back to show you how it's done. Crystal says she carried the first games for real. She was like the only reason that Phoenix won any trials. Queen Katie said, do you really think Dirk knows how to use email? Nora said, this costume piece is driving me insane. Magpie says, this is the most correct take. Oak says, Locanrabo. Oakdal, and this fusing your name and mine. I gotcha. Magpie says, I did do the Mia comes back years later plot in a roleplay Discord, and it's very funny because she's like, I'll go tick somebody off. What are they gonna do? Kill me again? Crystal says dies. Magpie says Mia, skill issue. Nora says, hi, Dats. Oh, crap. So we're just at the point where Dats appeared? Magpie says, my man Dats. The boy's name was Maki Tobai. That's what it was. Thank you, Magpie. I don't know how you remember all these names. Vera said, I wanted to include more. Kukita said, I still need to check out JoJo. All I know is the Dio meme. Well, Dio, from what I've seen, I've only watched a few seasons, and Dio is the best villain. Granted, Dio is the villain of like 2 of the seasons that I've seen, but still. Oak says, the Jujutsu Kaisen power system is extremely confusing, but it works. Bucky says, I like Black Lagoon's power system. Guns, guns, guns. I've never seen Black Lagoon. I know I've heard of it, but I don't know what that one is. Magpie says, you missed the Phantom and not the guy he was pretending to be? Because I never met the guy he was pretending to be. I don't know if that was an accurate portrayal of that person, or if he just made up a character, but he was wonderful. He was wonderful. Oak said, I still don't understand how innate domains work. Like, I get domain expansions, but what is a regular domain thing? Crystal says, but can that person be as lovable as the Phantom was acting? See, that's what I'm saying. Vera said, to be fair, we never met the guy he was pretending to be. The G's off in the poll. Vera said, Godot and Geiru. Magpie says to Vera, we never met Clay either, but apparently we have to trust he's cool laughing. We did see him a little bit in the flashback when like him and Apollo as little kids were like, I'm fine, we're fine. Nora said, can I win? I have no points. I spent all my 800 points on Geiru. Vera said, I honestly didn't care for Clay. Nora says, aw. Magpie says, of course not because he had 0 character, but I want him to have one. Oak says, he was so confused about why Jing didn't want to be... Gon's, Jing, we're talking about Hunter again. Gon's dad, and I kept telling him that he just sucks. Magpie says, I want to see Apollo's friend, laughing. Oak says, I think he's too used to characters having satisfying motivations. Vera said, I wish Clay was president in AA4. Yes! That would have been, I mean, although then it would have been like really sad when he died. Because I don't think they've ever killed off a character who was like alive in a previous game. So that'd be kind of dark, but at the same time, it'd be nice if Apollo even like mentioned like, oh, you know, I got a buddy of mine who was in the space program or something like that. But obviously like they hadn't invented any of Apollo's backstory at that point. Oak says, and I can't remember if it was a Jing or Ging. Was that how his dad's name was said? Is just an a-hole. Nora said, someone acknowledge I spent all my points on Geiru. I acknowledge you spent all your points on Geiru. Vera said, Dats is so endearing to me. Nora said, who outvoted me? I have 0 channel points, Geiru, my little murderer. Quigita said, 2:14:27. Oh, and we're past the 3-hour mark. And I'm 45 minutes behind. This keeps happening. I'm so bad at this. I need to figure out, should I just change over to just chatting streams for like the last hour of the streams? Do like an hour, 2.5 hours of play, and then like an hour of just chatting? Magpie says, I think the fact that Dats isn't immediately shipped to Karain, but Dirk thinks he would be, in spite of them both being terrorists, tells me Dats might actually be half American in this essay. I will. Well, but the thing is, again, like, I think if Dats would be shipped off there, that would seem to imply that Japanifornia has an extradition treaty with Karain, right? I don't know how extradition treaties work, though. Like, if an American citizen commits a crime in a different country that has an extradition... I don't know how that works. Oak says to Nora, I spent like 20 points on Geiru, and even I don't know who it is. I just like the name. Oak, Geiru is the clown girl from last time. Vera said, Geiru is balloon clown girl. Quigita said, if I counted funerals and pets, I'd count exactly 6 times. 2 were fish, 2 were bunnies, 1 was a dog, and the last one was my great-grandma Nani, who was very dope. It almost lived to 100! Oak says, ooh, wait, Clown Girl died? Well, she got convicted of murder. And they have established that in this universe, they have capital punishment for murder. So she's on death row, presumably. So not dead yet, but she's getting there. Nora said, Clown, who I said was gay because she puts the gay in Geiru. Well, she was arrested. Quigita said, soon at least, because killers in this game get killed off eventually. Oak says, oh. Vera said, she got convicted as a murderer, and we always assume murderers get executed in this game. Nora will meet Edgeworth in the investigation game. Quigita said, Vera was referring to Archie Buff. Nora said, why is Nora and Daddy Issues the same sentence? Wasn't listening. I can't remember. Vera said, yep, Archie buff. Nora doesn't know about Edgeworth daddy issues. Queen said, Apollo was a wee child last stat saw him. Nora said, ooh, okay, lol. Vera said, he calls him AJ. I love that he did the A to the J thing. That's so cute. Apollo Justice equals AJ. Hasn't somebody else in the series called him AJ too? That sounds familiar. Queen said, dang it, I'm thinking of Applejack from My Little Pony. Magpie says, and he calls Nayuta Yuti, which is cute, which is too cute. Dats is the uncle ever. Vera said, I'm so endeared by Dats. Oak says, I love Dats. As someone who has never played Ace Attorney, Dats is my favorite character. Magpie says, the real Dirk of Legend is so funny. Apollo talking about his dad. Vera said, I don't know why, but I love the characters that got monkey-like features. They're so endearing to me. Oak says, I also like Clown Girl and Blackwell because they are both hot. Queen Katie says, as it happens, Crystal checked that NPC out too in the OG games. She loved that guy. Oh, from the computer and the police station. I loved him too. I was like, he was the character in that series I was invested in as much as I was in brown-haired student and fawning student in Persona 3. Vera said, so real. Crystal got to AA6 already? Queen Katie said, she's at Spirit of Justice now at Case 2. Vera says, dang. Queen Katie said, I assume she's doing the rest of the Miles games after Spirit of Justice. She only did Case 1 for the sponsor ahead of time. Oak says, thank you for clipping this puzzles. Vera salutes. Oak says, it brought me immense sadness. I love it. Vera says, hee hee hee. Vera said, Queen Katie says, exactly, Logan. I'm shoving the tongue so much I can't help it. Magpie says, as the resident Psychonauts enjoyer, play Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2 and the VR game if you ever get a VR headset. I would love to get a VR headset, but they're what, like $600, $800? Oak says, add quote, I'd be shoving my tongue into that hole all the time. Oh, out of context, that sounds awful. Oak says, I'm so sorry. Quickie says, Oak, no. Nora says, I'm crying. I wasn't paying attention. I heard that out of context. Vera says, I love it, and adds the quote. Wow. Magpie says, I've listened to the Riddler song. It's very good. It is. It actually is a fun song. I used to have it on like my iTunes playlist before my phone deleted it because it was almost full. And it's like, well, I have to put the U2 album back on. So clearly you don't want your music. Quickie said, Logan, I'm so sorry for what I've created. Vera's laughing. Nora says, lol. Oak says, Vera, can you pin that quote, please? Nora said the party was a what now? You're too young to know, Nora. You don't even know about it. Oak says, I want to shame Logan. Nora says, oh my. Magpie says, amazing. Vera's laughing. Magpie says, honestly, based. Crystal says, Nora says, I'm crying. What? Vera said, that's amazing. Crystal says, honestly, awesome. Oak says, sure, I ship it, I guess. Batman X Riddler. Well, Frank Gorshin was also like the cause of Riddler having his best costume, which was the green suit with like the tie and the bowler hat and everything. Because up to that in the comics, he'd always just been wearing mainly the green onesie tights with the question marks all over him. But apparently when he was doing the series, he didn't want to always wear that. He wears that a lot, but he also wanted to wear it, so they gave him a green suit. It looked great. Magpie says, you joke, Oak, but given the slightest incentive, I will write a short fic about it that makes you like the ship. Oh, sorry, I missed a quote here by Magpie saying, if you don't make your incentives clear, how are we supposed to know whether it's an orgy party or a costume party? And there's Beowulf arriving. Hello, lonely man. Beowulf, I just got to where you showed up in the chat. Oak says, hi, Beowulf. Vera says, Beo. Quick Katie says, hey, Beo. Tipper. Beo says, hello. Quick Katie says, I love that cow. Wait, what cow? Magpie says, I have so many favorite Oh, Tipper, that's who you're talking about. Magpie says, I have so many favorite villagers, but probably Goldie is my favorite. She's such a sweetie. I mentioned before what my favorite is. It's Tangy, the little cat that looks like an orange. She was my next door neighbor. I love her. Oak says, Logan got freaky earlier. Oh, and there's the quote. I'd be shoving my tongue into that hole all the time. We're talking about like in your gums, losing a tooth or something. Quickie says, lol, same thought. Beowulf said, what happened? Oak says, he was technically talking about if he lost a tooth. Oak says he did not say it with the best phrasing. Quickie says, yoinking ice cream. Vera said, my favorite villager between Beardo and Punchy. Beardo, really? And there's where Wendy came in with the re-up of the song. Let's see. Beowulf said, also, that was pinned earlier. Vera said, hey, Wendy. Oh, hey, Wendy. Oak says, hi. Wendy says, a 3-year baby. Oak says, I have to guess Wendy. Wendy said, let me guess. Politician. Politician. You got it. Vera said, laughing close. Oak says, how are you so close? Oak said, literally the same thing, just spelled differently. But that's what the names in this game are. In the past, they were all puns. In this one, the names it's just the thing spelled differently. I mean, that's why this guy who's a rebel, that's a rebel. That's why this guy is a politician, politician. It's just spelling them differently. So sad. Let's see. Wendy says, yeah, Wendy, I'm sorry, the VIP TTS is down. Saying, laughing, I'm crying. Quickity said, I have ice cream. Oh, hey, Wendy, we're in the final case. Fun times. Vera said, VIP TTS dead forever. Wendy says, VIP TTS lady found dead in Miami. Oak said, can't tell if he's saying politician or Paul. Wendy said, yeah, the Wi-Fi in my new place is not streamer friendly. Unfortunately, I'm still getting the kinks worked out. I hope it works out because your streams are fun. Oak says, Atition, autocorrect. Add quote, I wonder who's telling the truth, the politician or the terrorist? Oak says, I hope it works out. I know how Wi-Fi can suck when moving. Wendy says, but I'm good. Yeah, I've had to skip the P3R streams because I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can. I'm about 50 hours in now, so we close. And yeah, I haven't played Spirited Justice either, but I feel guilty skipping all the streams. So I had to pick which game I preferred to get spoiled on. Laughing. Well, you're lucky because right now we're not playing the game. You get spoiled that there's a guy called politician. Vera said, nah, you're so valid for this, Wendy. I know that is a perfectly valid reason. And no matter what, Wendy, even if you got to take time off to avoid spoilers, you're still our friend and a beloved member of our community. Oak said to Wendy, I've been so sad because I can't watch the episode I get streams for spoilers. I really need to play more, but I've been so into painting recently. Wendy says, but yeah, life has been a bit crazy, but things are starting to settle down, which is good. And my birthday is in 5 days. Oh, is that going to be on a stream day? Is that going to be, hang on. Let me check out the calendar. If it is, then that means that we gotta make sure that we wish Wendy happy birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it is! Wait, am I counting it right? It's on a stream day, right? Vera said episode, I guess, is like 2 hours of grinding and maybe 1 hour of story. That second stream was like 2 hours and 45 minutes of grinding and then 15 minutes of story. Oak said, I played for like an hour and then died. So all I know at the moment is the door and what the first dungeon area looks like. Oh, wait, you already died? So you already have a higher death counter than I do in it. They all said, Vero, could you pin the FanX question for me, please? I have a bargain. But he said, I'm actually about to head to bed right now. I just saw you were live, but I want to pop in and say hi. I'm definitely going to take the time to be here for the whole stream on Sunday because I missed you guys. We missed you, Wendy. Thank you for popping in. You're probably already gone, but if you can hear in the VOD, you're amazing. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. Oak said, speaking of Tomcat, there was a pinned message. Oak said, this is why Logan should never say, but I can't say the word Tomcat. Can I say the word Tomcat when quoting you say Tomcat? Vera said, wait, can you at me because I can't see it? Queen Katie says, for real, Psyche K is so good. I think it's on Netflix. Oak said, also, have you seen Community? Okay, here's the thing I gotta mention about Community. Community falls into a category of sitcoms that I've like watched the first season of. And I need to watch more. And I don't know why I haven't. But there's a bunch of those where I've like watched the first season. I need to go back and see more. Is that one? How I Met Your Mother is another one. Scrubs, I at least got into the 4th season, but I need to go back and watch more sitcoms. Bill said, I'm on mobile right now. Oh, there we go. Were you at FanX? With Dave FanX? Oak says, it's a Netflix exclusive, actually. It is. Psyche K is? Vera said, ad quote, I wonder who's telling the truth, the politician or the terrorist. Queen Katie said, yeah, but they put the OG version on there, too. Oak says, Community is the best sitcom ever, and it's not even close. Actually, you know what my favorite sitcom is? And this is kind of a basic choice. It's an old one. It's from like the 80s. It's Cheers. I love Cheers. It's the sitcom that Frasier was a spinoff of. And I don't know, there's just something about it. Even though it's like in a bar and I don't drink, and so there's like a lot of alcoholism going on and I don't relate to that at all. I love that show. It is a comfort show for me for some reason. Quickity said, to be honest, in my opinion, though, I prefer the manga Saki K than the anime. So many fun details lost when they animated it. Vero said, no, it's fair game. Oak said, I haven't read the manga yet. Vera says, oops, with the bahua.
Remedial Chaos Theory is one of the best episodes of all time. Honestly, you probably only need to watch up to Season 3 BC. Season 4 is mid and 5+6 are inconsistent.
Well, and didn't they end up having like a lot of behind-the-scenes drama? Because I remember there's a whole thing where Chevy Chase like had some feud and I think got fired. But then also Dan Harmon, who's the co-creator of Rick and Morty, was also the creator of Community. And I think he got like fired from the show at one point and then like came back a season or two later or something like that. Again, I enjoyed very much the season that I watched. I just need to watch more. And I gotta say, that was the show where I realized that watching that season, Allison Brie, is that her name? She is so freaking adorable. She's like the voice of Unikitty on the Lego movie, and I'm sure she's done like a bunch of other stuff, but she's fantastic. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oak says, the only manga I've read is One Piece and Hunter x Hunter. Oh, wait, so you've read the manga, so you probably are like far ahead in the beyond the anime. I don't know why the anime chose to stop there. It's so popular, just like do more Hunter x Hunter. It's successful, wasn't it? Vera says, dang it, I'm there tomorrow. Oak says, because I wanted to catch up faster on One Piece so I wouldn't have to worry about manga spoilers. Queen Katie said, you should read it. I do wish they'd brought its manga over here, though. As far as I know, it's stuck in Japan. Oak says, I read the Hunter x Hunter manga because, realistically, they're never animating it. Boo. Oak says, if you aren't a One Piece fan, you will be shortly. Bill said, Logan, if you use it tomorrow, then bring me the fun dip and I won't call you lonely. Well, here's the thing. Beowulf, if you're still here, if I do bring you fun dip, will you share it with Weedle? Or will you meet up with Weedle and then lord it over him that you have fun dip and he doesn't? Oak says, I fully believe that One Piece is a story for everyone on Earth. When he said, oh no, I'm so sorry for your loss, hope everything goes okay. Yeah, it's not like a cousin that I was super close to, but I mean, it is sad, but it was also like expected. So yeah, that's gonna be tomorrow. But thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. Vera said, One Piece is amazing. Honestly, I like the anime. The only real problem I have with the anime is that the pacing is so glacially slow. Oak said, the Funimation One Piece dub is nice, but Luffy's voice and Frankie's voice ruin it for me. Oh no, I haven't met Frankie yet. Is he the one with the metal nose that's always running around like a Speedo and like an open shirt? Veer said, I saw a video about Zoro yelling, Luffy in the dub. It's hilarious. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. He's so good. Oak says, especially Luffy. Beowulf said, pin that 1-2, please. I want to be here when he responds to it. When he said, I really like 4Kids Django VA2, mainly because he's a voice actor, voice of Aster Phoenix in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Also, Usopp being voiced by Sonic the Hedgehog is so funny. But wait, was that one of the Sonic VAs who did Usopp? Beowulf said it was a salute. And Oak says, maybe it's because Mayumi Tanaka is so iconic, but Luffy should not sound like a scruffy boy. Yeah, I always feel like whenever you have that type of voice, because really what they did is when Funimation took over, I feel like there was an effort to like try and mimic what Luffy sounded like in the 4Kids dub to make the transition easier. And I'm not a huge fan. It's not like a bad voice, but it's not my preference either. Oak says, and Frankie is not silly enough too. Vera said, I posted the Zoro clip in the anime chat. Thank you, Vero. Oak says, I hate the trend to make an anime protagonist sound like scruffy young boys. You know what I think it is, honestly? I feel like, because correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like there's a lot of anime shonen protagonists that are voiced by women in Japan. Maybe not a lot, but at least prominent ones. Like, for example, Goku. He's voiced by a woman, and he kind of sounds like a woman, really. And like Naruto and stuff like that. And so I think there's a tendency, especially for like shonen anime where the protagonist is supposed to be pretty young, it's like, we'll just have it be a woman, so that'll sound more youthful. But the problem is that I feel like there's a lot of anime VAs, like female anime VAs, that if it's like, oh, I'm playing a young boy, it's like, well, I'm just a scruffy little dude like this, But you don't always need to do that. I think a good example of not doing that, I would say, is in Hunter x Hunter, really. Gon and Killua, of course, they're like both really young, but still. When he says, oh my gosh, it reminds me of this tweet where it was like, I'm wearing a Yu-Gi-Oh shirt, and some kid pointed out and said, One Piece. You know what, kid? Close enough. Oak says, it always ruins all tension in a scene. Cricket said, I was going to point out, I hope nobody thinks you have drugs with that, lol. Beowulf says, I'd be leaving around 8. I know. Well, Beowulf, I will let you know. You might already be gone, but if I do end up going tomorrow, I will send you a message first, and I will try my best to bring some fun dip. Oak says, even in Hunter x Hunter, when it kind of fits, the voice acting is good. Oak says, still ruins the tension at times. So do you not like Gon and Killua in Hunter x Hunter, like their English VAs? I'm curious now. When he said, okay, I'm gonna head off for the night. Good night, friends. I'm gonna see you on Sunday because I miss you guys. We missed you too, Wendy. Have a great rest of your night. Sleep well. Bye. I gotta be getting close to catching up, right? I've been like reading chat for almost a half hour straight, right? Vera said, rest well. Hope to see you then. Beowulf said, if you see me, you'll recognize me because, by the way, because I'm going to be the random person with a green blanket and a black belt holding up a tail. A green blanket and a black belt holding up a tail. I'll keep an eye out for that then. Quickity said, yeah, I misremembered a part of the story for that area, so we're good until later. Oak says, especially with spoiler, Gon, it sounds like something doing a weird impression of an intimidating buff man. Oh, that part is that episode with like Neferpitou and like haunting. My gosh. Oak says to Wendy, good night. Beowulf said, I'm absolutely going to be the only person looking like that. I'll try and remember green blanket and black belt holding up a tail. Vera said, I missed a lot of messages in chat. Whoops, sorry, Oak. Oak says, it's okay. Beowulf said, Logan eats fun dip on occasion. Quicketa said, I feel like this is too soon, but I think I'll nab my melatonin gummy now. Well, how long ago was that? Vera said, did you connect your Discord to Twitch to Magpie? Quicketa says, you say that, Logan, but Oak is red, though. Oh, the name in Discord. Magpie says, I definitely didn't lol. Oh, okay, so that would be why then. Vera said, laughing, that's why. Quicketa said, yes, go do that, Magpie. Magpie says, I have no idea how to do that. I know it's buried away in the settings. I think it's under like integrations or something like that. And of course, you don't have to. If you're really against that, send me like a message or something like that, and I'll see if I can manually add you in there. 1 second, I gotta breathe. Talking so much that I'm not getting oxygen. Oak says, yeah, I'm awesome now, Quicketa. Quicketa said, want me to DM you a picture of where it is? Beowulf said, all right, going home now. Thank you for being here, Beowulf. So good to see you. Oak says, yes, please, thanks. Oh, by the way, because we're over 3 hours into the stream, does anybody have raid suggestions for tonight? Oak says, oh, I didn't even know my Twitch was linked. Quicketa says, sent. Oak says, we don't have cereal. I need to go shopping. Vera says, I crave cereal. Now, we can come over. I got a bunch of cereals. I got some Cocoa Krispies, some Cinnamon Toast Crunch, some Cinnamon Oat Cheerios, and some Captain Crunch. Oh, there's a time code, 2:51:35. I am still a half hour behind. Quicketa said, where's the option for no milk cereal? That depends on the cereal. Don't do that with Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's too dry. Nora said, I might have made a detrimental mistake on my project. Quicketa said, noted, oatmeal is warm milk. Vera said, no option because it's not valid. Nora said, it's so late, I'm about to cry. Oh my gosh. Is the costume gonna work out okay? Magpie says, oatmeal is a hot cereal, as are grits, I think. Yeah, they are. There's also like cream of wheat, but I don't really like that stuff. Quicketa said we have a statue of Ami. Oak says, dang, I wasted a lot of points on that. Vera said 69. Nice. Oak says I wanted to get the right option with 99% with 69 votes. Quicketa says 69. Nice. Nora said, quote, take care of yourself. I'm unfortunately far past that. It's never too late to go back. Queen Katie says, good news, Magpie is now red. Yay! Oak says, Logan Robo isn't my legal name. Sure. The problem is, I've mentioned this before. I've gotten to the point where now I have been referred to as Logan Robo on here so much that a couple times I've almost done, like a couple weeks ago at work, I almost tried to clock in as Logan Robo instead of my actual name. It's messed up. It is messed up. Magpie says the Magpie is unstoppable. Vera says I legit think his last name is Robo. Nora says I'm cooked. Vera said with the level of doxing he does. Nora said I'm going insane. Oak says he's really good at doxing himself. Nora says this is stress and anxiety level 500,000. I'm gonna cry. Nora, like maybe you need to like take a break from the costume. And just kind of like take 20 minutes and just like breathe, relax, get something to eat or something to drink. Take a deep breath. I don't know, or maybe that'll make you stay up too late, but I think it might help. Quicketa said, actually, ironically, there's a Zero Escape character who is named Dio, and I've always confused the Dio meme with that character, lol. Oak says, in the part 4 villain, is the best villain, in my opinion. Part 4 is the one I'm like 3 episodes into. Says, Dio is great, but gosh, the villain in part 4 is so good. Nora said, I made a mistake that I can't fix. I don't know what to do. I might go. I wish I know how to help with costume stuff. Vera said, I would hope you take it easy, dude. Just know that it might not be that bad of a mess up. Take it easy. And that's the thing, too. Like, I think we tend to all be much more critical of ourselves than other people. So, like, it's even if there's a mistake, it's not the end of the world. Just, like, try to just... You don't want to ruin it. You still want to enjoy it, right? So just things happen. Mistakes happen. Quicketa said rest, take a break, drink water. Speaking of which, yeah, I hope you feel all right. And hydrate. I got to open a new water for this. Oak says make sure to rest. Quicketa says 3:01:11. Okay, 20 minutes behind now. One thing in these last few streams when we've had like an hour of just chat reading, I feel really bad watching like all the lurkers flee as it's like slowly turned into a just chatting stream with Ace Attorney on in the background. If you are lurking, I do play the game, I promise. I'm just still 20 minutes behind in chat, and so I'm reading some chat right now. But if you're lurking and you're here, I still love and appreciate you. Nora said, I need this done before tomorrow evening, and I'm supposed to be in bed right now, except I need wiring to connect part of it, and I don't have the correct type of wiring, which I guess I don't have to connect it, but then there's a danger of falling off. again, I wish I knew more about costuming to like give advice with that. Vera said you can always work on it early in the morning if you can. Hopefully it won't be that much work. Good luck. Quick Kitty said he's getting to the quote. Salute to Logan, the best quote of all time. Oak says I'm putting that quote in my will. The one about the tooth hole. Nora said I'm tweaking out. Clearly Twiggy and Shari are my faves. Oak says I like Bob and Kiki. Who are these? Twiggy, Shari, Bob, and Kiki? Who are they? Oak says Kiki because she looks like my cat Piper, and Bob because she's so silly and purple. Also, he's lazy. Oh, we're talking about villagers again. I thought you were talking about Ruby characters because of Nora's costume thing. Oh, it took me a second. That makes so much more sense. And oddly enough, it's Bob was the one that made me realize it. Bob, because he's so silly and purple, and he's a lazy type, which is the best. I do have a lazy that I love. It's the frog robot, Ribbot. He's in my top 3. My top 3 are Tangy, Ribbot, and then Hazel. Hazel is the little squirrel with a unibrow, and I love her because of her stupid catchphrase, wow, instead of unibrow. And Oak says, I love purple. You see, orange is my favorite. Quickity said, my second fave villager is Mary. She always had my heart in New Leaf, then finally moved away. I've marked her house since then to avoid anybody moving to that spot. I do have Mary on my island, and she has a cat tree tower outside of her house. But I have thought about replacing with somebody else, but I don't know who. Oak said, also, can you tell I like cats? I like cats. Quickity said, dang it, now I want to try Animal Crossing, but I had my sleep coming. No! Vera said, I love Beardo because Beardo looks like one of my favorite characters. Oh, and Great Ace Attorney. Okay, that makes sense then. Oak says, beards scare me. Beardo, his hair is weirdly accentuated. To be fair, I'm playing on Merciless, and you start at level 25. Okay, that would make sense then. Oak says, yeah, Dan Harmon was fired for season 4 and is brought back for 5 and 6, but it wasn't really the same. I mean, it's great, but not the same. The energy was very different. I feel like that happens a lot with sitcoms, especially if they go on too long or if there are creative shakeups like that. It's tough to go back and recapture lightning in a bottle, you know? Says season 4 isn't even bad, it just feels like a watered down Community. Like the new directors made the episodes based off of a game of telephone. Like they got good episode ideas that were diluted and passed down 7 iterations. Which may be, and maybe without like a kind of a creative anchor like Dan Harmon. Maybe it was just a bit too passed around and done by committee rather than really have a creative direction. Quickhead said, Frankie is, in fact, the big buff dude with the blue hair. I haven't met him yet, but he looks fun. No, I agree. He looks fun. There's him, and there's the one who's like a skeleton. They look neat, but I haven't gotten to any of them. The newest member of the crew on where I am was just Nico Robin, and her, I also don't get like why immediately they all love her, because they like did the Alabasta thing, and then all of a sudden in the end, she's like, hey, mind if I be a pirate? And they're like, sure, we immediately love you. And maybe it's because that like those early episodes, I watched it poorly. See, I watched it as a, you know, I'm not even going to go into that, but I don't understand Nico Robin's character yet. That's a whole can of worms. I won't get into it. Weekady says, I think. Oak says, he's a lot of fun, but his voice sounds deep and muscular. He's supposed to be silly. Nora said, I'm gonna go. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nora. I hope everything works out better for your costume. I'm sorry that it got so frustrating toward the end. Oak said, good night, Nora. Quinky said, good night, Nora. Nora said, have a good night. I have to get up in like 4 hours again. I'm sorry. Vera said, good night, rest up. Oak says, yeah, Goku, Naruto, Luffy, Ash, Gon, all voiced by women. Luffy's Japanese VA is incredible, though. Mayumi Tanaka is so amazing. I do like their voice actors, but even still, it sounds off in terms of tone sometimes. Magpie says, I have submitted my illustration for Ribbon Akihiko. That means we've already gotten 2 entries then that I know of. I will look at them. Like, I've noted that I've gotten them, but I will look at them later after I have a chance to kind of save them and then shuffle them around so I won't remember who goes to what. Huh?
If you don't love Robin, it's because you haven't seen Eni's Lobby. Once you watch the Water 7 saga, you will understand the meaning of everything.
Well, that's fair enough. It's not that I don't like, it's not that I dislike her. I just don't get her yet. It's like she's there, but I don't know what her deal is yet, you know? But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Oak. I gotta be getting close to catch someone chat though, right? Let's see, Quicketa says, rates. Oh, thank you for the rate suggestion. Hang on, let me copy these down into my text file over here. Also, I do feel like at some point I should probably advance the game. I don't even know if we're like at a good pausing moment tonight or not. We just reached a point where I suddenly decided I'm just gonna start reading chat, and I realized I was so far behind that I just kind of had to keep going. It's like a downward spiral. Beowulf said, I'm now back home, lonely man. Oh, thank you for the toilet duck. Yeah, that's a good idea, because actually, I don't know if I have saved. Would it be awful if like the game had crashed during this whole thing where we were going? Thank you very much, toilet duck. And that gave you something else to look at on the screen. In fact, I'll leave it on the save screen for just a moment here so that you do have something else to see. Oak says, hi, Bayo. Oak says, stopping 3 episodes into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4 is like that meme of the miner stopping right before finding Diamond. I was enjoying it. It was fine, but it was also a little bit jarring, like because that was when they had like a style change. Because like Jotaro shows up again, and he looks like not even the same human being anymore. Oak said, and funny enough, part 4 is called Diamond is Unbreakable. Bill says, oh gosh, I have to wake up so early tomorrow because of Atlas's TGS stream, but in turn, I also met Sean Chiplock tomorrow. I'm so excited. I'm excited for you, Beowulf. Also, I need to know any more details you have about the Reef Fantasio metaphor. Is it metaphor Reef Fantasio? I can't remember how the name even goes. It sounded like you liked it. You said it was so good, right? Let's see, where am I? Oh, and Chris, Vero with some raid suggestions. Thank you, Vero. I'm gonna copy down your raid suggestions as well. Thank you. Quick Kitty says, I pray for P5X content, lol. Have fun with that. Oh, by the way, Beowulf, if you are still here, the whole thing about Persona 5 reminded me, there was like a picture you posted about, I think it was like the Tokyo Game Show, and you're like, oh, Atlas or Sega or something like that, and I couldn't tell what the problem was. Was it that Atlas had like a few squares that were on there that didn't have pictures that were just like saying Atlas is gonna be presenting, I don't know, something? Bill said P5X info was already shown. Quickity said, oh really? Huh, cool. Bill said, yeah, pretty much it was just a Japan beta. Quickity said, Logan's getting close to catching up. Am I, please? Quickity said, so I'll go ahead and type my stuff. Oak says, yeah. I said, thank you for the rebelling stream. Bill said, I don't know if they'll show anything more about it in the stream itself, but I'm honestly just hoping for Raido. Quickity said, see you next time for some fun sister bonding stuff. Oh, and Protag, the third wheel. Said, wait, we're skipping Friday. Never mind. See y'all next time for more Rebels. That's right. As a reminder, I'll go over the schedule with you guys right now. As a reminder, and for any lurkers, well, I'll give the full schedule later. But yeah, tomorrow's stream is canceled. Tomorrow would normally be a Persona 3 day. It's canceled. I have an improv show that night, so the next stream will be Sunday, which is gonna pick up from here. Should I read a few more lines of dialogue before we go? Should I read a few more, or do we pause with him looking around like this? Vera said, thank you for the very dots looking around stream. Yeah, you know what? You know how on Twitch they have like the little thumbnail and you mouse over it and it like shows you a slideshow? I'm willing to bet like half the slides are just gonna be him looking back and forth. Magpie says, good night. And there was a remember to save, so I must be close. Oak says, it's fun writing the phonetic pronunciations for TTS Girl. Oak says, Water 7 Saga is unbelievably good. Bill said, I'm seriously hoping that Sean notices who I'm not cosplaying as? Bill says Atlas leaks their own projects. Vera said he's getting close. Oak smiling. Bill said it happens with Strikers, Reload, and Tactitia, most notably. I'm genuinely surprised that Metaphor didn't get leaked. Oak said, bro, literally like 40 minutes of reading chat. Queen said, good night, y'all. Bye-bye. I'm so EP. Chris said, night-night. There! 3 hours, 30 minutes, 18 seconds. I got him to chat for the first time. You know what? We're going to read a line of dialogue just to celebrate that. Sounds like the work of that politician. He's really made a mess of things. Transfer agreement added to the court record. States, I agree to hand over the Founder's Orb to the Defiant Dragons, if I will come to no harm. Oh, so this will be the fresh start of a new conversation with him next time. Why am I so bad at streaming, you guys? I've been doing this for, what, 3.5 years now? Or something like that. Okay, let me go check out these raid suggestions we have. Oh, someone's even playing Animal Crossing, which we were talking about earlier. That might be kind of fun to pop in on after we were all talking about our favorite villagers. Oh, but then somebody has like a really cute like mouse in a lab coat VTuber. I'm torn. I am torn. Let's see. Let's do. You know, why not? Let's go ahead and do this one here. Let me copy this one over. I can choose to raid whoever I want. Hang on. Actually, no. You know, I go back. We're gonna do the rat in the lab coat because it has as much fewer viewers playing Cult of the Lamb. So we gotta show support to the smaller channels. There we go. And Bucky with some emotes. Vera says, wow, Oak says, Bale said, also, yes, Metaphor is so fun. Love the translation. The menus it's just good. Play it. I need to know how much is in the hang on, I gotta breathe. Almost got lightheaded there for a second for lack of oxygen. I need to know how much is in the demo, though. Crystal says that we've really went 30 minutes over time. Bayo said I was already sold on the game, but I was sold on it through the demo. Oak says, thank you for the stream. It made me smile. That's the job. That's the goal. Said, a lot of fun. Good night, everyone. Crystal says, Logan, breathe. I'm trying. But yes, for any lurkers, we stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays, except this week Friday is canceled because I have performance that night. So, Sunday, we're going to pick up where we're leaving off here in Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Tuesday of next week is going to be Persona 3, the episode Igus DLC, and the rest of the week, you'll just have to wait and find out on Discord because who knows? Who knows what it's going to be? We're reaching October. Fridays are going to change to Fright Days, and we're going to do spooky games. But yeah, there's, did we type in the raid message? Here's the raid message if we didn't already. The episode took me a good few hours to get through the demo, so it might take me like 3 streams. Oak says, breathe. Beowulf said, looks like about 4 hours. And Crystal with some emotes. Okay, I love and appreciate you all. Thank you for hanging out with me and being so patient with me, being so far behind in chat. I love and appreciate you all. Have an awesome Friday, Saturday. See you Sunday. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And for those watching the VOD, good night as well.